welcome. Hello. Welcome to our stream, our Tales of the Rupture. We are Distant Dungeons. And together I am joined with, in no particular order, we have Andrea, who's playing Inanis.
Hello.
We have Chiara, who's playing Rev Raimi.
Good evening, good evening.
We have Cass, who's playing Valrus.
Hello.
Adam, who's playing Guillermo.
Hello.
And finally, Nathan, who's playing Yoneda.
Howdy.
We need to
Perfect.
get you a proper cowboy hat.
Good. So let's.
I have a.
Now, before we dive right into it, I don't know if you have any announcements.
Oh,
to
lovely.
make.
Look at him with the hat. Any announcements?
Why
So
didn't you,
It's more of a
put it on before?
It's more of a farmer's hat than a cowboy's
it
hat. but
counts.
we'll
It
take
counts.
It still counts.
Exactly. That's why.
So yes, as for announcements, we'll have tomorrow. We will be doing a second run of our Baldur's Gate campaign. Potentially, I don't know if you, Adam, want to join us.
I am unavailable. I will not be at home.
There we go. So it will be the usual. It is me, Chiara, and Nathan playing Baldur's Gate. We will continue where we left off. That will be 8:30 CEST tomorrow. And also, we will have our second session of the Sleeping Gods on Sunday at 3:30. Or I don't know if we decided on 1 p.m. like last time. I don't know if that was easier. But it will be on Sunday. We will let you know where it is. It will be in the afternoon, CEST, anywhere from like 1 to 7, in that ballpark.
Come watch us.
Yes.
There's gonna be trauma.
Monster Mondays next Monday. Monster Monday next Monday at 6:30 p.m. CEST will be with Russell and Adam. They will be doing another bash, once more battling two monsters against each other in D&D 5e standard. And then we will do either some kind of discussion or more gaming next week on Wednesday and Thursday, usual time 8:30 CEST on the Distant Dungeons channel. And always stick around and watch our shows, watch our social media, stay up to date with everything that we post. We really appreciate it. And we're finally back to continue our main campaign, Tales of the Rupture. Russell, you may continue, our great DM.
Perfect. Thank you. So yes, we took a hiatus last session, but now we are back. So let's dive right in. Good. So let's do some music.
Yeah.
Last time we had this session where you resupplied. You had a close encounter with the fire elemental and the Regency who were pursuing you. And after a day of going around, shopping, sightseeing, you now find yourself in the classic meeting room where you have met Agent Hax and Agent Rhombus over and over again now at the Exosip Lounge. You are in this modern and elegantly furnished room, and you are discussing with the agents on your next moves. In the background, there's playing in a loop. There's the monitor where you have the task at hand. There's a woman, an elven woman by the name of apparently Emilra. She's a high-value target. She seems to be a scientist from the Elorian Empire. And the footage is of her escaping a high-security Regency compound. She seemed to be injured and using some sort of magic that was quite similar to Inanis in the sense that you did see a glowing crystal, as well as even the teleport. The teleport had a similar vibe where she was sort of sucked into a point and then emerged on the other end. And exactly. And Agent Hax butts in, and we go for calmer vibes. Good. She says, good. So to recap, Emilra seems to be a high priority target for the Regency, and they have gone to great lengths to capture her. And well, apparently she escaped the high security prison at Vasuvia, and we believe that's our informants so far, that she's at large in the Nebulous Reach, sorry. and this seems to be indicated and confirmed by the Regency presence there. I don't know how much you know about the Nebulous Reach, and I would like to ask you to roll a history check for information on the Nebulous Reach.
I will give everyone information straight away.
Ooh.
Because I know some stuff. It's a. Oh yes, the Nebula Reach. I'm very familiar with it. It's a place where lots of tourists go to enjoy the free tax or lower tax. It's mainly a place for megacorps, so lots of fancy people, billionaires, all that stuff. Great people to steal from. Really, really good. I really, really suggest it. Yeah, that's what I know.
Okay.
Now I will roll a
What did
history
you
check.
say? Investigation?
I rolled a
Yes.
4.
A history, a history. It's because most of you haven't been there. Yermo has been there, so he's telling you his first-hand experience. But a history check to see what you know.
I rolled a 10.
16.
I rolled an 11.
10,
9.
11, and 9. Good.
16.
So, 16 for a 9. That's exactly you're the
You
highest.
couldn't have gotten a 12 or an 8.
No, sorry.
Damn it. When we get it straight, we get like extra.
Ah.
It's a plus 10.
Oh, that's interesting. For many of you, the Nebulous Reach is this weird region between the Regency and the Elorian Empire.
Okay.
So this is for most of you, what most of you know. Yes?
Is it Nebulous or Nebulon Reach?
Nebulous. I may have said Nebulon
Nebulous.
before.
Oh,
I
Nebulon is
realized,
citing
but-
from something else.
Okay.
Okay.
It gets its name. This is what is general knowledge. It gets its name from the era when there was war in the area, and many stars were even exploded and or otherwise and created these nebulous effects. So you, Inanis, you would know a little more about this zone. It is since it's a war-torn region, it's mainly void of any resources, and it's ravaged by wars of old. It has a lot of sort of scars from the past conflicts, but it also has some treasures, some forgotten sort of even crashed ships, forgotten treasures, even strongholds that have been just abandoned at this point that are rich in loot, not resources but loot. And you would also note that the Nebulous Reach, even Yermo would know this because Yermo, you were there. It is comprised by from 4 habitable systems, star systems. The rest are not habitable. They are either a lot of dead planets or inhospitable environments, basically. And you would also know that, more importantly, the law is upheld by the Sepulchre Knights. There's no sort of the Regency, the Pax Imperium, etc. They don't have any jurisdiction in the area. And it's somewhat of a tax haven, yes, as Yermo said. With a 6, yes, that's what you'd get with a 16. Perfect. And we zoom back to the conversation, and she says, "But yes, so recently there has been increased presence of the Regency, yeah, that's what we know so far." It will take you. I mean, and the Agent Rhombus lays down this map. It's a map focusing even on the zone of the concerned zone. It includes the Whispering Expanse, which is to the south of the map, and then to the north, close to the Sepulchre Star, is the Nebulous Reach. She says, "Good. So we have planned to travel for a more jump to more. What was its name? It was something along the name of yes, more Algar, and yes, you can go to More Algar, and she shows you on the map. From More Algar, then you have, I believe it's last time we calculated it, 5 jumps. Am I right?
That is
Good.
indeed correct.
5 jumps to the first system, which is the Nebulian system. I know the names may be confusing, but there we have a contact. of ours. So she will greet you, and you could use her as perhaps your local for any information. Her name is Umaira, and she will be on the planet Turan. I'll give you the coordinates of the meeting point, and
Do we have a description of this person or any kind of code phrase that we should be expecting?
so she should be expecting you. She should be approaching you guys, um, un, unless well, descriptions. We do not deal with descriptions because that would place our agent vulnerable. But to confirm, let me see. It will be difficult. She has your descriptions from the last point that we spoke.
Sure.
Yes, she'll approach you herself because we wouldn't be able to get to her in time
Sure,
until
sure.
you get there. Yes. It will, well, we that's the best we can do. Unfortunately, we cannot arrange a code word since she's technically more of an informant, not an agent of the cube. Just as an FYI.
I see.
We have paid for your travel, and yes, that should be all. We have set the void jump for tomorrow at midnight to avoid any unnecessary attention. So even to fill in some last minute paperwork.
Okay.
So you will have the day tomorrow. And apart from that, I wanted to keep you updated. I know that Inanis and Valorous, you wanted to know. I have sent the message to the Elorian Empire to our channels. It will
Mhm.
take a few days, so perhaps in the coming, I suppose 2 days or so, they should be arriving. We do not know how they will respond, and that makes it all the more important what you're doing. So we need to extract this individual from a hot zone sort of. If war were to break out, that zone will be contested, I suppose.
Sure. Yeah.
So yes.
Understandable. Well,
I don't know
that,
if you have any questions.
I mean, I think that's pretty extensive. Your informant will provide us I assume we'll have more information that is useful at that time.
Yes, please understand that to send information it takes a long time. So
Yes.
this is information that she sent like 4 days ago, and we're acting on it now. So she may have discovered something else. We do not have any way to determine that yet.
Fair. Okay. I think I'm okay. Unless if everyone else is.
I have a question.
Yes, yes.
Do you have any information about what happened to the Regency agents in the
Yes.
mall here?
The captured guy. Well, apparently his name was Kadar, and he's currently lawyered up, and unfortunately, it's a bit of a legal battle right now. He's not saying anything, but the Sepulchre Knights are pursuing damages against the establishment and everything. So hopefully he will be at the very least. He's currently locked up temporarily, but if all goes well, he may be locked up for the time being. Let's say that, so he won't be an issue. Unfortunately, the other guy, he's still at large, I suppose.
Once it says this, can I check the paper I have on me with
Ooh,
the
okay.
communication? Because
Yes.
I don't know if they sent something back.
As you check, you do know if something is sent. You did feel like a burning sensation from it. It doesn't seem to have anything. And even the last message has been erased at this point.
Can
Okay.
you've presented this right to Hex and the
Yes.
Yeah.
Guillermo. So I'd just be like, this messaging system they have, can we determine how much of a range this is? Is this like interplanetary, extraplanetary? Could perhaps we see at least who is running them, whether they are on planet, on Maw anyway, or off world?
Yes, that's definitely something we can do. Unfortunately, okay, yes.
I sadly do not have the means to particularly analyze arcane and scientific tech, but if anyone else is capable of doing such a thing.
If anyone
Of us.
if anyone has Arcana skill, he can try to determine.
Oh. But I don't.
Well, I don't.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't.
I'm
Yeah,
deep in thought. I don't.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yes, in honest, you
neither.
have been deep in thought. So Yoneda, you take the piece of paper and you start analyzing even its arcane fabric, sort of.
The dirty 20.
Dirty 20, very nice.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. You get that it is rudimentary magic, and that would imply that it's not interplanetary. So it has to be on this
Okay.
on the mall.
Okay. So. Okay. So,
They're probably held up somewhere.
so whoever is leading them is here, or at least was here. I don't know if that is something, if you can monitor ships leaving and coming to and from yourselves as the cube.
Yes, I mean, well, we have been monitoring them for a while now, and admittedly, there has been increased even travel. I mean, it has always been that way. We had an open line with the Regency for a while and trade, and I'm sure there are multiple Regency agents here as well. They do have an embassy as well.
I suppose that's fair.
It's in a different area though.
Mhm.
It's worrying, and that makes it all the more reason that why I wanted to sort of send you out of harm's way, at least until the thing cools down.
Fair
Because
enough.
right now you're in demand because of the information, and they want to prevent it from getting out. They don't know that perhaps, I mean, we have sent it already, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I'm satisfied. That is a good shout out there, Yermo, and nice work, Yana.
Yep.
Perfect.
Would there be any way for me to take my parents out of
I don't know how
and
much
my
of a...
sisters?
It's not...
Is it something up to you? I cannot.
The detour would be an extra day from where we would be. I think it would be a bit too high of a risk to go at this now, especially with a high value individual on our... I think. I'm sorry, Rev. We can definitely circle back to it when we... I don't know. I kind of want to deal them a blow bigger than just like... So that would be kind of nice. But I don't want to put the entire team in jeopardy.
No, you're probably right. If I manage to lay low, they won't know who got you out, hopefully, and they won't know who to retaliate against. I hope.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Do you think how heavily guarded would that area be? No, I think it's too much to entertain. That's an idea. I don't know.
I mean, the place where Alina, right?
No, but these guys are in a different place.
Well, if it's Regency, it's probably heavily guarded.
It is where you came from, basically.
Oh, yeah.
But it's in a different. It's not. We're not going to a high security
Same.
prison.
It's not a high security. It was
Yeah.
where you came from, basically. It wasn't.
It's
a high
my.
security,
It's the
it was-
planet where I was born.
The same planet that we were
But is it the plane? Is it the same planet? It's not the
No.
same planet.
Yeah,
It is
same
in the
planet.
same system. They
whatever.
are, so the other planet would not be
Okay,
a
so-
prison at all.
It's in the same system, so it's in the same solar system. Okay.
Yes, when I say so, yes, exactly.
I thought it was a. I thought Don, it was in a like
sorry, no.
neighboring sector or something.
No,
Okay.
no. In the
Same
system, there are
place.
3 planets. The first one is where the orcs reside in. It's the residence area. The second one is the prison planet.
Okay.
Well, I guess we'll see how it goes. Let's
That's fair. Let's get there. Let's get to this.
I'm sorry for
side
putting
quest.
pressure on you guys.
I just
It's fine.
I just get it, you know. I think I would definitely understand. I think if my dad was captured by the enemy, I would probably want to help him out.
It's simply that I worry that they might be also a liability for us as a group. Because I know for a fact that if they use them to get to me, I would go back for them and then compromise our entire operation to try and destroy the Solar Theocracy from the inside.
Well, I can assure you, if they actively do that, we will go in guns blazing. But for now,
Yes,
might just
but
go
the
in for
problem
nothing.
is, the point is, I appreciate it here more. I truly do, believe me, but they might just use them, you know, and it might be a ruse, just an elaborate way to separate us and pick us off. At this point, I don't believe that they are above anything to keep their secrets hidden.
Let's take this a step at a time. Let's go there.
Yeah, let's see if we actually arrive there yet first.
Let's see if we get
We
there.
might just die in the first void
We
jump.
will.
So.
Whether we decide now or then, it will still be the same distance. It will still be the same time it takes us anyway. We need to wait here till tomorrow evening to leave, regardless.
Thank you. Yes. Apologies.
No, that's perfectly fine. Okay. Well, thank you, agents. We appreciate the business. That is always appreciated.
Pleasure is ours. You came in at a crucial time, and the information you've given, well, it will definitely set things in motion. So we'll have to look out on what's happening.
Okay.
Perfect. I will take my leave. I am severely sleep deprived over the past few days.
Truly, I hadn't noticed at all.
You look fantastic.
Well, which one of them is sarcastic and which one of them is just very much?
You
No,
are free to roll an inside check.
I was smirking through it. It's a very low insight check if you want to make an insight check again.
I mean, it's hard for a bird to smirk, so.
Yeah, for you. Yeah, no, for you, Beck. Like, I was bantering. I've been in the military. We've all been sleeping,
Waffling.
right? Okay, so we have an entire. How long do we have left for this day?
I think
Right now it's around
nighttime,
8
no?
p.m.
Okay. Okay. We're
But
sleeping.
you still have the rest of this day and the next day as well, if you want to do anything
Okay.
in particular.
But I assume we're sleeping now.
That's
I
Yes,
would like to
because-
go around and find.
there is a pub. I mean, there's the Exosip Lounge.
Dredging, he said. I want to go around and look for somewhere where they do grafts.
Oh, okay.
God, you're still going with the ice thing.
Yes.
So you're going
Gross.
to look around for grafts.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll a.
I'm mainly looking to check if what Ananas told me is true, that they actually, or whatever, if what Yoneda told me is true, that they actually remove your eyeballs, because I don't believe that.
So, are you going to try to go to an establishment, or are you
Yes.
trying to go?
Well,
Okay.
I'm trying to go through somewhere where they can do it as well, but the main point is to check if they're lying or not. I'm in disbelief, I am currently.
Roll an investigation check.
And as he's walking to the trees, he's like talking to himself, like, no, can't be. Your eyes, they're in your face. They're metal. What? Doesn't make sense.
Impossible.
But wait, what if? No, it's kind of. What do I roll?
Can I
Investigation.
can I stealthily trail him in a disguise that is very different from usual Valrus and just be trailing him like
I think
Constantly.
that Rev, after the day she had, she's just going to just
you chill. You guys chill.
go to sleep because she needs to rest.
Yeah,
Will
it's a 16 investigation.
That's fair.
I
16 investigation. Okay, so Rev Raimi, you go up. You just rest on the in the bedroom. It's been a day. Good. So we have Yermo. You're going to investigate. Valrus is following.
Yes.
Inanis and Yoneda, what are you doing?
I think Yoneda will just like tag along with whoever needs any assistance and they don't have anything in particular that they need to do outside of like general script maintenance. Probably just like
Okay. And Inanis?
I think I would be the last one getting out of the room
Fair enough.
and then going back to the ship. Just rest and
Wait.
just rest.
Okay.
Since we are in a bar, I got.
Oh,
I
sorry.
have a
We are
question.
staying in the hotel, not in the
That's
ship.
what I was gonna say. Yes.
Sorry, yes. But staying at the hotel.
Since we're in a bar, I just got a question in my head that I think Rebrahimi would ask,
Yes.
which is to Yoneda. Can you get drunk in the sense you are made of liquid, right? So how does it work? Does the alcohol like mix in with all of your body? How does that work? Genuine curiosity.
would you like the long answer or a short answer?
Whichever is more convenient for you. I'm just
Okay,
Just
so
drunk.
so you are also made of a bunch of water,
yes.
right?
It's less direct the alcohol to
That is
water
fair.
in the body.
But, I mean, it is the ratio is still, it's not the same. If you have a 1-to-1 ratio of water to alcohol in your body, you probably just be dead.
Fair.
But yeah, no. There's usually, depending on what I drink, you could actually see it pass down through me. Sometimes it can be really cool. That's why I try not to eat in front of people. But liquid, it's not as disturbing.
Mm.
But yeah, it's just like any other humanoid creature.
Sorry,
Adjacent thing.
it just kind of popped into my head, like considering
That's okay.
that, like I thought about it and it was like it feels a lot more direct. I thought that maybe you need a lot less alcohol to get drunk. Sorry, just sometimes when I'm tired,
no.
my brain just
I
loops on
mean-
very weird shit.
That's fine. I mean, I've never really pushed myself to get drunk. So I don't know. I don't think I've ever gotten drunk. I'm pretty sure I've gotten tipsy before. But I don't think I've gotten
Okay,
drunk.
sorry, I'm just exhausted. I'm probably
You don't
going to
don't
go.
need to apologize.
I'm probably going to go
It's-
take a nap.
You're good. You're good.
Good night, guys. Just wake me up tomorrow morning.
Good night, Rev. Take care.
Thanks.
Sleep tight.
You guys too.
Over the
Good night.
comms.
Go have fun. Be responsible. Don't get yourselves killed.
That is the plan.
Your mouse with the left, by the way, so I didn't
Yeah.
hear any of your advice.
I mean, I think we're doing it
So
over.
if anything happens, it's hidden.
I assume that like the saying good night to everyone came through comms, so I was answering through comms as I was following Guillermo.
Mirius would say, "Well, I'm knackered for today. I'll follow your lead, Rev Raimi. It's
Okay.
been a messed up.
The two tanks are completely knocked out, so please don't do shenanigans. We can't save your asses if you do shenanigans.
Hey, I have 13 extra temp HP right now, so I'm feeling pretty fucking tanky.
Feeling like a god.
Just just saying.
Yes, I know. I get it. I get it.
And good. So everyone's sticking together. Am I getting that right or no?
No,
Yeah,
so Rev and the Niners are sleeping.
They're in their own place. They're resting. Inanis
Rev
and
near you.
Rev and
And
Inanis.
Bananas.
Inanis as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I don't
I don't know
know.
if
I don't know if you Uned are moving with Guillermo actually directly. I am trailing behind him and letting
To
him
keep an eye on
to
him.
keep an eye, but I'm letting him do it because I assume he wants to do through black markets.
I would be actively trying to be alone in the situation.
Okay. Good.
Should we be perception? Should I be
Would you be
perception?
perceiving people, Irmo, to see?
No. I'll be like stuck in this conversation in my head.
Okay,
Going like,
good. So I'd say you try roll a stealth check just to beat his perception. His specific perception.
I see.
His specific.
It's not very high, guys.
I would just be like
15.
walking with
With your mom?
no with Valeris, just like But just like walking with Valdris, like chatting.
I think Velrus, I think you are going
If
to.
I'm fully like, I'm not looking like Valorous just so that Yirmo doesn't pick me up. Like I would be. How about this?
Okay.
You can stay close by. We can chat on comms. Like we can be chatting on comms. Just
Good.
walk in my area, and I'll keep you appraised if he takes a quick corner. I'll let you know. So I got a 15 plus.
You good?
You're fine.
Yeah, 19.
Good. So this guy's on. You two are tailing Yurmo. Good. So Yurmo, how much did you get on your investigation?
16.
16. Yeah, it seems good enough. So you with a quick search, I'd say you managed to find out that there's some information stations, etc. That there is the Neuroforge that had an accident. It was
Gee,
the
well, it
main
is.
thing
Uh-oh.
that used to that used to handle this stuff. But there is actually
Place.
another one, a competitor of theirs, which is, let me just find it. Here we are. It is 7 grafts.
Sounds like a casino.
Sorry.
Sounds like a casino name.
7 graph
so-
heaven.
7 grafts. No, you
You're-
wouldn't know. Good. So will you make your way? Will you make your way the direction?
I'll walk into the. Well, if I can just. Am I there? Or am I still walking there?
You're walking there.
Okay.
I'd say
Whilst I'm walking, I'd also like to take a look at where the thieves' cant are pointing to in this region.
What has dawned on me, it's 8 p.m., so the shops will probably be closed.
Okay. If I notice this, I will go towards where the thieves' cant take me to find a not so legal place to get these done.
Okay, good. So you immediately do pick up on some of the thieves' tools signs, and let me go there. Here we are. Good. So you would be near the Exosip Lounge, so the nearest vicinity. Okay. Good. So you see there's a sign that says onwards to the Arcane District, and hidden in it, amidst the neon lights, you do see etched these two symbols. There is one that implies that there's a gang headquarters, and the other that says entry from above, sort of. And you keep on walking in the direction of where the thief can sort of leads.
Mhm.
And you do see there's a circle with an arrow that seems to be seamlessly inserted in an advertisement of hair products. And it seems to be pointing towards an area where there's the public bathrooms. And
Sure,
you keep
that's
on
one
heading
thing.
that way.
While I'm walking, if there's anyone drunk on the street, I would like to nab any loose change.
I'd say, given that this is like you're in the shopping complex area, and drunk. Let's leave it to a dice roll.
I love stealing.
No, we never would have guessed.
Eh,
And
Look, I have to
I-
get my +8 or something, right?
It's too early for people to be drunk out on the street and
Okay.
basically
Never mind.
unconscious. And you would know that people who would be here, they would probably have mainly their vault key and a few change. If you'd like to, you could try to
No,
do a
not worth
sleight
it.
of hand. Okay. Because right now it's different. People are either at home or in the pub, and they haven't gotten that drunk yet.
Yeah.
Good. So you head onwards to the public bathroom and area, and da-da-da. Good. You see a number of signs as you get there. A number of signs that lead you down some corridors, and further you get into this section behind the shops. There's sort of an alley which seems to be the employees' entrance, and you keep on going, following the signs. And right now, it seems to be no one but no one near you, and then there's a person who comes behind you. You do see two people who come from ahead, but it seems to be a more quiet area, so to
Yeah.
say. There's on one side, as you keep on going, there's a door, and there's written personnel only. You look in that direction, and you see it says there's a symbol of a sort of a spoon with a circle on it, and you recognize this to be that this is the entrance, and the you need to provide a fee to enter. And there's also another symbol that implies that the guards, there's a guard sentry, and they accept a bribe. There's edged in as well in the side. There seems to be 1 gold piece per person. Good. What would you like to do? There's this door, personnel only. There's these etchings that seem to be sort of inserted into this personnel only.
Would I know of a way in using like passwords from the firm? Do they
So
have access?
the firm would be a different entity, sort of an entity that would reside in the
I know,
under.
but do they have maybe some free passage in, for example, for agents?
You
I
know
would
that they
know.
don't typically, and
Okay.
these are
No employee
guards.
discount, my man.
I tried.
Let's
Yeah,
see, let's see.
I'll slip a gold out of my pouch and just like pop it in.
Do you slide it under the door?
So you said there's an entrance and there's a
It's a locked door. There's written personnel
yeah,
entry only, um,
but it said there's
there's
a guard sentry somewhere.
and it says in front of the personnel only. It says that this seems to be a guard's sentry, and they accept bribes.
Okay. I'll slip a gold piece under the door.
Okay. You ding ding ding. You hear some shuffling, and two sets of footsteps. Something bends down and collects it. You hear the door unlocking. It opens up, and you see in front
Who,
of
by the
you.
way, hold this all the way up. All that's showing is the beak. That's it.
Okay, good. You do see there's
Ah,
another person
cabbage.
down the alley, some distance away though. And in front before you, you see two amoeboids. Two amoeboids. They have guard attire. They seem to be lightly armored. They have a taser to the side, and exactly, and the firearm as well, and the blaster. And as they look at you, they say, "Well," they look around. I'd say, Valrus.
Yes.
You see, Yermo approaches this door. He takes out something and slips it under the door. What are you doing?
Well, I want to be sure that I know exactly what he's doing. I also
Okay.
I want that, and I wanted to see if there's anyone else.
Down this corridor, two people passed you, but they seem to be looking away from
Okay.
this scene.
Okay. I'll just be to Yoneda like, I think Yermo's doing something weird and shady. That's just like,
Isn't that normal?
well,
Yeah.
it's just so that you
Isn't
know
that
that
part of the course?
I'm not surprised.
Okay. I want to just be aware exactly what he's doing with the intent of replicating so that I can continue to follow.
Okay. You did see. I'd say go ahead and roll a perception check to
Alright.
accurately.
Alright, we're gonna. This is where it's all gonna go
Should I
down
roll something or
really bad.
How stealthy are you trying to be, Yermo?
I
Are you trying to
mean,
be actively stealthy?
not really.
Okay, good.
Perception. Okay, that's nice.
So-
Thank you for being not so stealthy. 11.
11. Okay.
So my active stealth is 20. I'm so sorry. No. My passive stealth, sorry.
That's
no.
fair.
So I'd say he's even though he's not trying, he has quite fluid movement.
Yeah.
But you did clearly see him take something out. You didn't see much what it was, but it seemed to be coming out from a pouch.
Okay.
a gold, a coin pouch,
Okay.
and
Alright. Okay.
something slides down
I think
underneath the
I
door.
think reasonably well risk can assume but like
Yeah,
okay.
yes, yes.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yes, yes, yes. It's
Okay.
you didn't see explicitly, but yes, you can
Yeah.
make sense of it.
Sure. Yeah.
Good. You do see the yes, two amiibo. One amiibo just his head out, and he looks in both directions. Would you be trying? What would you be doing? Would you be conspicuous about watching him, or would you try to hide it?
For me, being
Yes.
no, I'm trying to be hidden. Like
Good. So go ahead and roll a stealth check and
Alright,
say
me too.
either you'd be in the alcove of a
Yeah,
door
yeah.
or something or an entrance.
Right now, I'm probably like in. What would I have picked? Some kind of like tiefling, like sort of like half plate, sword and blaster on the side kind of vibe. Okay, that's pretty good.
Okay.
We get a D4 to that, so that's a 17 plus 4, so 21.
21.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. So yes, you seamlessly merge with the environment. They tell you come in. The amiibos won't come in, and
Yep.
they move to the side.
Okay.
Following. As you enter the area, they close the door and they say, "Well, good. So you are the cyber goat, right?"
Yeah.
Yes, good. Follow us. Follow us. They take you to this door. There's a door that's written. There's out of order. You see that this seems to be their sentry. There are some monitors that seem to be looking away from your direction. That seems to be linked to cameras, which they monitor basically. And
Can
yes.
I?
Uh-huh.
I'll message you something and tell me if this exists or
Okay.
not.
Yes.
You can put
Oh,
you
no.
on Discord or on Messenger.
Discord is better.
Okay.
So yes, so they take you to this area. There's out of order. They unlock it. They open it up, and in front of you, you see a small room. There's a teleportation circle at the center of the room, and a number of signs that seem to imply that this is sort of safety for rogue people. There is food. There is information, etc. They seem to be implying that this seems to be the location that you wanted to go to, the cyber goat.
Yeah.
Good. You they gesture you inwards. Let me just check.
He's smiling, I'm afraid.
As you should be.
I'd say not that you know of Yoneda, but those are something that you can try to create if you'd like.
Cool. I can work with that. I can work with that.
Okay. Yes, so they gesture you into the teleporter. They say, "Good, stay here. Stay at the center of the circle, and you should be fine." And they go outside. They press a button. The runes light up in this purplish color, and the soft ambience that they have suddenly starts to change as you hear. Let me see.
Uh-oh. As soon as I see... Oh,
The
oh
Doom
okay.
sounds track.
No, I don't have a rave
He's
sound
not
track.
going.
So yes, okay. So
He's not
this is gonna be the
going.
rave.
He's not
Okay, this is
going.
gonna be a rave.
Oh.
So you arrive
The
in
most
this
medieval
area.
rave.
The the music starts blaring. It's loud. And you cannot even think for yourself. There's the in front of you. There's a curtain. You seem to be in a cubicle of sorts, and the party is going full blast. You open?
Yep.
Yeah, you open, and it was a dark room initially, dark cubicle, and as you open, neon lights everywhere, and you see this. It's a neon party. There's a DJ at the center of the stage, and to the sides there seems to be a multitude of people. The hall is packed. and everyone is jumping. There's a rave going on, and you do see multiple signs in clear neon sort of color, and they seem to be implying several things from the thief's cant. I don't know if you have anything in particular, but there's food, there's meeting, i.e., sort of contacts and information stuff, and a number of things. I don't know if you have anything in mind. Right?
I'm looking for information and somebody who does grafts illegally.
And graphs, that would be services. Okay, good. So, in which order would you like to go?
Graft first, 'cause that was my
Graphs
priority.
first. Okay, good. So you do see, in fact, there's a services thing. Let me go back to the normal music because I don't have the other one.
There are
Just imagine like
there's the
cyber.
there's the synthwave folder if you're interested. I'm sure there's something there.
Wait.
Yes.
Some cyberpunk rave.
I'm sure there's something there.
Let's see. Are you talking about the new music though?
Yeah, yes, the new stuff.
I haven't. I didn't manage to upload.
Ah,
it.
alright, okay,
I'll
okay.
do it next time.
Okay.
Let's do.
I can't add to your tracks. No, I can't add it to your roster.
No, don't worry. I'll for next time. But let's see what I have here.
A new P, what you look.
Sure.
Oh yeah, it's a little pineapple, coconut.
As you go in this area, there's a different vibe. You hear this, this bongo-esque vibe, and
He said he's going to the bathroom.
never mind. Okay, so let's go back to.
So
Let's zoom to you exactly. Like this.
I essentially am like, I see him go in, and like maybe I don't leave too much because I don't know like what's happening in there. So I'm like, I'll walk up to the door, kind of look around to see that I'm not being followed. I'll be like to Yoneda really quickly. I'll be like, so he did this thing. I think he like slid some money, and I think someone opened for him. I'm not sure what this is, but I don't know if we want to follow past this point. But I think I should follow him. I don't want him to get into fucking more trouble than get someone else. So
Sure, I'll join.
okay, so alright. I'll wait for you to come up to join me, and basically I kind of like I'll pull out. I don't know that it's 1 gold, and there's no way for me to understand that there is any way written that there is 1 gold.
I'd say go ahead and do a. It's gonna be a difficult investigation check.
Okay, yeah, I'm awful at those. I rolled an 11.
Okay. You don't see any.
I'll take out like I would think reasonably 5 GP is a bribe. So I'll slide 5 GP, and there's 2 people at the door right
Exactly. Okay. Good. Okay. So yes, you slide 5 GP, and surely you hear the footsteps, and they open, and you see the two amoeboids in guard armor, guard attire. They look and they say, "Greatly appreciated. How are you looking to go to the cyber goat?"
Of course.
Yes. Can we help you with anything? Perhaps some guidance on the locations, etc. Feel free to.
Do you?
ask.
I would know contextually that you're most good looking for grafts, or no? No?
Did he ask? I think.
I asked Nanis and Yoneda at some point.
Yeah, I would like be like, hey, I would mention this before. I was like, yeah, probably.
And I
Yeah.
had
curious
when we
about
went
getting
shopping as
something
well.
that
I
is-
was looking for a place.
Yeah.
I'd say even before. You followed him to a closed crafts shop.
Mhm.
Fair
and
enough.
You see him going
Okay.
And then he.
Lovely. So I'll just be like, are there any like, more reliable graft services that are offered here?
Oh, definitely, yes. So you would be looking to go to the services, which is basically the yellowly lit corridor.
Perfect. Of
Um,
course.
If I'm not mistaken, here, have the map.
Aw.
He hands you a map.
I appreciate it.
So
You
and
guys
in
are
fact,
so
you see-
better over these parts.
we seek to please. Thank you for your generosity as always. And well, if you need anything, do not hesitate to contact me before you go down. Well, there should be. I mean, you should find help down there, so
Of
you should be
course.
okay.
Of course.
Perfect. And he guides you into the room. You get onto this teleportation circle. He closes the door. He says, "Well, good luck with whatever you're trying to find." And
Thank you.
he presses a button, and the rooms light up. And Dioneda's with you, right?
Yeah, both of us were at the door.
And now they go to a rave.
And as you teleport, the smooth vibes that they were playing on their work computers get exchanged for this this rave party. And in fact, as you open the curtain, you see in front of you this neon lit party, and it's going on full blast. You do see several corridors. They seem to be differently lit, and in fact, indeed, there's the yellow corridor. Let's say
I would look for Yermo, but I don't know how much time has passed. So,
Now I'm moving stealthily, by the way.
and now
Okay.
you're moving stealthily.
Alright, so
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth check, Irmo. Let's do this the correct way. And roll perception.
yeah,
Valrus.
It's not very good, to be fair. It's actually quite bad.
that's still gonna be pretty good for you.
I'll also roll
Yes,
perception.
yes, you're perceiving.
No, I rolled a no. The die said no.
I mean, to be
I rolled
fair,
an 8, which is also equivalent to a no.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
I rolled an 11, so.
I mean, to be fair, it makes kind of sense. You just got plonked into the middle of a rave.
Bombarded with rave music.
At least I know where to go, and that's
Yes,
fair.
let's-
good enough.
That's true. So you do know, even on the map, it's written. It's symbiografts.
Mhm.
And it's a few doors down. So Yurmo, you head directly in this area. You see services written, and you go past. There seems to be multiple different services that are offered. There's from cleaning sort of a gun from its marking features to selling illegal stuff. There's even as you keep on going through, there's a sort of a cubicle that has a number of syringes with differently colored liquids, which is interesting. But no, your focus is further in.
Just one thing.
Are
On the
the
way
kids
there, do I
doing
see
drugs?
anyone? Let me see if I still have written.
Are,
DM.
are we doing drugs in this Christian D&D stream?
Always
I
a
wouldn't
choice.
say it's. I mean,
I'm joking,
there are
I'm
drugs, yes,
joking.
definitely.
Pretty sure I took.
I'm joking.
It's
How
medicine,
how
yes.
possible would it be for Yoneda to try and jury-rig the comms to see if I can get like a ping off the comms so I can see like how far away
Hmm.
Yermo is from his comms?
I'll go ahead and do a data check.
I'm looking for something.
My fancy dice.
I'm gonna look for
That's a, that's a natural one.
Nice.
Okay.
You also rolled a
so-
no.
Well,
That
let's
is what I
say
call a
you meddle something, and suddenly there's a ringing noise.
Yeah.
Whoa! What are you doing?
There's some feedback, yeah.
I'll figure that out later.
Okay.
Maybe not yet.
Okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
well, no. I'm just doing that. Like, I'm sure we'll find them. Like, if we can't find them, we can just message him. I hope he's kept his comms.
Yeah, I know, but
I just wanted to not
wanted to
feel.
see if this would work out.
I guess it's fine. It's fine.
Um,
Just Jesus fucking Christ! Like, I can take a rave. I can't take that level of a pitch.
I know. Probably there were like people that heard it as well.
Just other
This
people's
was-
phones.
This was microphone peaking level of.
yeah.
On my way to the Symbiograph, I'm looking for somebody who buys monster parts.
Ooh.
Buys monster
Um,
parts.
Yes, definitely. You would find this antique shop further to the left rather than the right where you want to go. It has even these hides of exotic monsters,
Hmm.
and it
And I woke up and I pull out from my pouch this rolled up Mirage Stalker hide.
Ooh, okay. So as you go there, you see there's goat written with an H at the end, which is actually even the name of the place is Cyber Goat with an H at the end.
Mm.
And so as you walk up, you see there's two people inside. There's a human and an amoeboid. They seem to be playing a kind of a 3D chess, and they seem to be moving around. And as you come in, what do you say?
Hello. I have
Ah,
something to sell.
Oh, hello. And then you see they shuffle up, trying to make themselves presentable. Hello. How can we help you, traveler?
I see you have multiple hides for sale. Well, I have this hide of a Mirage Stalker.
Oh,
How much would
oh,
this go for?
oh, Nancy, look. You see the human comes up. She takes the hide and she has a look. Oh my! And she takes a lamp from the side and she starts glowing, and you see the scintillating effect that it creates. This sort of prism. Ah, this is authentic. Where did you find this?
I killed it.
Well, you killed it. Oh, but these are not. These usually. Wait a second. I have something. And she goes. She gets a book and. Yes, Mirage Stalkers. They fetch a good price. She looks at you and she says, "Hmm." And this hide seems to be intact, right? Remind me.
Yeah, I had a pretty high
Yes,
medi-
yes,
medicine
yes.
check.
As long as it's intact. She looks at you. 150.
No.
Please, young. Yes, good hero.
Do a
I'm not
persuasion.
there. I can't help you. I did not know you were going to go to this one, so I'm definitely not there. But I believe in you. We need the money.
That's not very good. Where's my precision? 10.
10 is enough because she rolled 8.
Okay.
She says, damn it. You know it. Oh, but we need it. What do you think? And you see the amoeboid blobs over and he jiggles and he says, give him the full price. We can sell it for more. And she says, very well. 300?
215, you have a deal.
350. 350. I can. Yes, good. And you and she thinks, good. Oh look, let's send it to the collection. And you see she when she gives you them, in this case it would be this would be interesting. She gives you what is known as a vault stick. It
Mhm.
is she inserts an amount in this stick, and she gives you this stick, and basically it is the cash
It's
in
a check, basically.
it's a check, yes,
Okay.
basically a check. But it's that it's very untraceable.
Fine.
So that's probably why there are used here. A vault stick.
Okay.
Good. So she said,
Yeah.
"Are you interested in buying anything?"
What do you have?
Well, first of all, we have a wide array of monster parts that you are interested, but we also have interesting things. Come in. And she gestures you in words, and there's a collection of dragon teeth, and she describes how, well, you see these dragon teeth, they can serve as weapons, and they inflict what the dragon would be, what the element associated to the dragon would be, but they are more powerful as well. Mechanics wise, they are a +1 dagger if you want.
Hmm.
And do they actually inflict
But they're piercing. But they're going to be
elemental damage.
But they're going to be piercing. Oh wait, do they do elemental?
No, elemental.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay, so they just deal like. Okay, that's cool.
She does mention that they were enchanted, and in fact you do see there's a hilt with the dragon teeth, and there's some runes inscribed.
So potentially, if he sneaks attack, it would be the sneak attack with like the elemental damage entirely then.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's
That's how it
interesting.
works. That's how it works.
That's interesting.
There's
much?
already an antimatter dagger that does.
I know. But
How much are you selling it for?
necrotic is like
That's fair. That's fair.
To be fair, I have an antimatter dagger, to be fair.
but like these are elemental, so instead from necro you're going fire, cold,
Yeah.
whatever you want.
So how much did this cost?
For you, since you gave us this hide, we can do 100.
You're a poisoner, aren't you?
It's not bad.
You're a
Yeah,
poisoner, aren't you? Getting a poison dragon tooth would work with you because you ignore resistance to poison, don't you?
Interesting. 100. That's not bad at all, huh? 100 ain't bad at all.
Yeah.
Is there a poison dragon?
I mean,
That's one weapon is fucking good.
Yes, we do. We do.
Go for
A
it.
green, right? I believe.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me go check. And she checks. I believe it's green. Let me just.
yes.
So she takes one off the shelf. Good. Here you go. Here you go.
I want to inspect it before I pick it up.
Okay. What would you like to do to inspect it?
I want to see what my antimatter dagger has on it, and see if it matches up the same kind of
It's-
quality.
Like a
I
sharpness
don't know.
test.
I'm trying to check if it's not fake, basically.
Just
Okay, do
cut
an
yourself.
arcana check.
You just cut yourself. See what damage you take.
Fair, to be honest.
I mean,
Stabs the shopkeeper. Don't give him ideas.
stab yourself.
It's a 17.
Let's see.
17 arcana.
It seems to be magical.
Okay. Let's check.
100 is so cheap, though.
Well, to be honest, it is acquired in some different line sort of sources. But I mean, I assure you, us at Goat, we provide the best. Where they come from is not really your concern. So,
You could
Oh,
say
I don't
they're
care.
goated.
With the
Nice.
sauce. With the sauce.
Yeah, I will purchase this.
Actually.
beautiful. Thank you. Good.
Such Kremlin vibe.
she produces a sort of a keyhole, which is the vault sort of,
Mhm.
the vault actually, and you have to enter your vault key and transfer the gold.
Yeah.
Good, beautiful. What would she say? What does she have else? Let me just check.
No, I'm saving the money for the craft
Okay.
now. So,
Okay, fair enough.
pleasure doing business with you. I will come back if I have anything else.
Likewise. Good. Yes, come, and suggest to other people to come here.
Of course.
Good. And she looks. Where were we at? Here, Nancy. Here. And they continue playing. Good. So you, as you're talking, I'd say Valdris and Yoneda, you pass behind him. You're looking for the direction of this, and this is to a tangent. So you go past him,
Obviously.
and
Obviously.
you
I love
get to
that.
this point. There's a number of stalls, and all sell very very weird and different services, and even things, and you get to the symbiografts.
Okay.
And as you get there, it's very weird. You see there's a number of graffiti that adorn sort of the wall. Even from the corridors, there was a number of yellow sort of glow in the dark lights and graffiti that were adorning. But in here it's different. There's even these ritual-esque sort of sigils and stuff. And as you enter the room, there are 3 pods at the very sort of inside the room, at the end of the room, and they are lit up with green. They seem to have these they're cylindrical pods. They seem to have these green fluids, and there are 3 what seem to be humanoid creatures, different races, and to the side there seems to be a workshop with a number of surgical tools that seem to be pinned to the wall, and exactly, and you hear this droning noise like nee. As you enter this sort of, there's a curtain as you enter, and there's this jingle that plays as it detects you sort of.
Okay.
The droning zzz stops for a while, and from a room further inwards emerges this fully tatted guy. He's an elf with clipped ears,
Okay.
and
Wait, so does it mean that he's like an elf with the top of his ears cut off?
Yeah, the ears are. Yeah.
yes, and he emerges and he looks at you, and I wasn't expecting people. Well,
Are you not open?
what- I was usually it's on a meeting basis, but hey,
Well,
this time, well, yeah, sorry.
we're not particularly looking for an appointment ourselves. A friend of ours was supposed to be actually coming here, but I take it if you had no one expecting, then he didn't make an appointment either.
Oh, is it Alfred? Is it you? And you hear this very deep voice. Well, I.
No. It's,
Really? No. Okay.
it's not that.
Okay.
Okay. We're just.
And
Mhm.
in the meantime, Yermo, you would be coming up to this conversation, and you hear this.
They're inside.
And
I'd say
you
exactly,
didn't see
exactly
me,
your
but
voice.
you see, I guess you that you're
I hear you, no?
No, but it's a very different
No,
voice.
I'd be in my disguise self. So
As
I'd
well.
be
Oh, okay.
for this I would have been like a bloodstone color.
Okay.
It would be like
Then
different.
then I'll
Oh,
walk in
nice,
then.
nice. We're a
Okay.
tiefling and a blood crimson amoeba. That is, I love this.
They didn't
No, but
even prep
the
it.
voice, you can tell, I dropped like 3 pitches down into a very like male voice. Going to
Beautiful.
old
In
voice.
fact, Yermo, as you enter, in fact, and even you guys realize, because there's the chimes that go off, a jingle, and Yermo, you see in front of you, there's a tiefling, there's a blood stone colored amoeboid, and this guy, an elf with clipped ears and fully tatted. He also has
What
this-
I'll say is for flavor. Sorry to interrupt. My
No.
my hat is a sombrero.
Oh, beautiful.
This is their own dynamic duo. They have their own story. They have a whole thing. There is a sitcom around these 2 characters. They are a different thing entirely. And they exist, and we have accidentally mimicked them.
I feel like I'm like in a crossover
and that
episode.
day an item. That's the question.
You'll never know. It's an on and off thing, and we never know. It's always teased. It's always teased whether they're.
Are they like besties? Are they like an item? You will
can't
never know.
You can't know. It's the whole point.
So Yermo, yes, you entered this room. And,
I'll wait for my turn, eh? Because
you wait, and you guys recognize him.
Yeah. Would we?
Yes,
would
you are
we?
following him. You know
I-
that.
Fair enough. We've been seeing him
I
even in
wouldn't
his
take
hidden
it.
form. Like no. I just be like, oh. Maybe he's not coming in here today. I guess. Well, I'm interested in what you have. You seem to be making tats, but I don't want to disrupt your business here, and you seem to have customers that seem to be more coming in here. So we can take a step and go ahead, friend.
Thank you very much. Wow, I love
He
it.
has a drill in hand, by the way. It has blood as well in it.
It has
I
blood.
love the people here. Okay.
Is there like an active patient, like
It seems to
in
be there's
view?
a side room. You hear the voice of Alfred.
Okay.
He the deep voice. He seems to be there in there.
Okay, so he just came out of. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Hello, my friend. I am looking for somebody who does modifications.
Oh yes, grafts.
Yes.
It's in the name, symbiografts. Yes, definitely.
Wow.
What are you looking for?
Well, I have these eyes.
You brought your own.
I brought my own. Yes, I am very resourceful. And I would like them to be modified on me. But is it true? Do you actually remove the eyes and replace them?
Oh yes. He goes to the surgery table and he takes out this what seems to be like a scooper, like the ice cream scoop.
Me and Yelena both fucking smirking so massively. Yelena more than me.
He
You're
says,
stronger than me. I would have been cringing so hard at the thought of like ice cream scooping your eyes out.
he takes
hey,
this
it's
first, and then
smooth.
he takes a jar, and he says, "You see, and there are two eyes in the jar. I've done one of these operations a while back, but you can keep them as well if you're
You can
sentimental.
keep them as well.
You're attached. Oh, God.
Okay, so I would like to sell these. Do you buy graft?
Backtrack.
Oh, well, it depends.
I would.
Let me, and he will investigate.
Okay.
I'll step outside. I'll nudge
Okay, I'll follow. Yeah,
Travis, and I'll just tell you I just need to do a quick call
Sure.
to our friend. And as you're doing this interaction, I'll message Guillermo on the com and be like, hey, I had an idea to make.
Sorry, one moment. Yes, tell me.
Is this like the group chat
I know,
or is
I know
it?
you mentioned.
No, I think it's to him.
No, it's on like message, as in like on the for the comms. I'd be like, I know you're like very attached to your eyes, but I had this idea, perhaps if you contact lenses are so contact lenses in general, are they a thing or is it just glasses right now?
No, there contact lenses do exist for the people who need
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I'd be like, I had an idea. It's like, what if we can somehow remove the like the lens portion of the graft and have it like as a special lens, and have it like filter light where you can see a particular wavelength or something of the sort.
That's funny you should
Just an
say this.
idea.
Yeah, funny you should say this. I'm currently just talking about eyes with a gentleman here. That's such a big
Well,
coincidence.
you see what you prefer, and if you know this gentleman gives you a really good offer, you should go for it. But I just had this idea on the top of my head, and I kind of wanted to pitch it to you. Of course, this is very experimental. I've never heard of something like this, but I thought it might be something interesting that you might be interested in. So, yeah, just letting you know.
This is very nice of you to think of me out of the blue, just randomly on 9 p.m. like in the evening. That's incredible. Wow, never had someone else do that before. But that really changed my view of life. That's amazing. Okay. Yeah.
How much sarcasm?
I'll
Roll
see you
for
back. I'll see you back
sarcasm.
I
at
think
the...
it's true. No, I think
No, it is true.
I think it's
I'll
all
see you back at
genuine.
the hotel. Yeah, I'll think about this. It's very, very. You're a brilliant man, you know. Very brilliant.
Oh, shucks. Thanks. You too.
And I will.
Most capable.
Oh, wow.
Beep.
All the compliments. Beep. And I will go back to the guy.
He looks at you and you see he's been analyzing sort of the infrasight guy eyes, and he says, "Well, I can offer you 300 gold pieces for the lot."
Nah.
No?
I appreciate the offer, but a friend of mine just...
250?
No, it's okay.
Alright,
A friend of mine...
I'll be doing a loss for 100, and that's my final offer.
You know what? I learned that friendship is everything, so I will let my friend experiment on these instead.
Damn it.
So I appreciate your business, and I will definitely come back if I have something else.
They're so nice. They are very finely made.
Thank you. I made them
Who did
myself.
them?
Thank you very much.
I did
I
them
made them.
myself.
You made them yourself?
I
Yes.
made them myself.
If you ever need any employment of sorts,
I will.
here, and he gives you sort of a business card.
Thank you
which
very
has
much.
His
We have
SIN ID,
50,000
mobile number.
personas that we have to be
Thank you very
tracking.
much.
And impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, I will definitely come back. I love the look. You look incredible, by the way.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
And yeah, thank
I
you very
also
much.
do tattoos if you want.
Oh.
I do tats.
It's a bit difficult to do tattoos on me, but it's okay. Well, I'm sure I will find somebody who is
Okay.
interested. Thank you very much. Have a
What?
lovely evening,
Well,
and I'll
the
give
road
my
was-
gold coin for
Oh. Oh, you're generous.
the something out of
Trouble.
respect. But
Oh, Alfred, I forgot. Yes.
goodbye.
I have customers. So sorry, I need to cut this short.
This is the living equivalent of the dentist just being
Yeah,
pulled
yeah.
away in the middle of, with you just opened up with the mouth open, with like, so just sitting there.
Yes, precisely. And then he goes in and dives in.
I'll go back out feeling all joyful that
You see the
somebody's thinking
thiefing and
about
the
me.
and the amoeboid
Hello?
in the corridor.
Good day.
Well,
Good
then,
night.
Yeah. Find what you want in there.
And I'll say, yeah, oh, yes, well, yes and no. I found friendship, though.
Aw,
That's all that matters.
that is what matters.
Yeah. And I will walk away. I will go to the entrance. And I will leave.
As you're walking as well, you do see someone sort of approaches you. There's this a very tall guy, 10 feet. He's
10
he has
feet.
he's quite tall. He seems to be hunched over, in fact, to fit in this corridor. Extremely tall. He has this sort of a leather what do you call it? A coat that's going way down.
Trench coat?
A French coat.
Thank you, trench coat. That's the word. He has this trench coat goes all the way down. A hat. Beneath the hat, you do see green skin, and as you pass by him, he says, "Do you want some crash?"
How much?
Isn't Crash the drink?
Oh, sorry, jazz. Sorry, jazz.
You like that?
Do you like jazz?
You like
You
jazz?
want some jazz?
What is jazz? A powder, a plant?
In this case, it is powder.
Okay,
He has
Well,
this sachet.
that goes
It's
by
this,
kilo. So
pinkish powder.
okay, so how much for a kilo?
Kilo?
You're insane.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think people carry kilos.
This is my day. For
Bro's like, I'm gonna take you to my warehouse.
No, I mean, I'm asking him to see
I
how
have a
serious
supply
this
for
guy
10
is.
years.
for a kilo, it
I'm
would
so
be
happy that Trav is not here.
Oh,
200.
a kilo would be like 100 uses.
And how much for a gram?
Sorry,
How much for a gram?
Silver by 100.
exactly.
So 3 silver.
You need 10 grams. You need 10 grams per use then.
I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
10 grams per use. For one use, you'd need.
okay.
For one use, it's 3 grams.
Okay.
3
For
gold.
one use, it is 3 gold pieces.
Okay, 1, 2,
The
3.
chaos is real.
Complicated it.
I will get 60 grams.
He doesn't have 6.
60
Bro's
grams.
like, I don't even have that money.
So 6 uses.
Yeah.
Yes, one for each of us.
Good. So
I'm bringing
it's
gifts
18
home.
gold,
Damn.
18 gold pieces.
Yeah, see, I'm bringing gifts home to my friends.
He does tell you. I also
what
have
this drug
kamikaze
does.
if you're into the.
Kamikaze.
I have
Kamikaze.
kamikaze if,
Oh my
if you're
God.
into this.
I do
strong
not
gun.
like the implication of what this name is.
And how much are you asking for a use?
Kamikaze is a little on the pricier range. It is 20 gold pieces a pop.
Oh, I'll grab one.
Pop.
Okay, good.
You get a popsicle of kamikaze.
Like most people, we will be like avoiding this guy like the plague. Meets Yermo, picks a small fortune.
He says, "Nice."
Yermo,
This
Yermo.
is all M&Ms. This is all crushed M&Ms. We don't even know what jazz is or kamikaze. Not even
Like
a check.
powdered oregano.
It's just herbs. This
I would like
Just
I
basic.
Finally ground up
Yoneda is
oregano.
curious.
I would like to put my dagger into the jazz and taste it on my tongue to see if it's pure or not.
Yes. I'd say you're taking a
Fine
small.
connoisseur, I see.
I mean, you don't work in the underground without
Okay, so yes, it
Dipping
is.
your toes in some jam.
without some pies.
It tastes kind of sweet and spicy, and as it settles in, you do feel it's like it's
Sweet.
shocking in the beginning, and as you wait a little, you say not that much effect, and you start feeling a twitch.
I only had like a real small bit, okay?
Exactly.
Okay.
So you're not feeling the effect, but you do
Okay.
get a twitch, sort of a tremor. You assume that it is like a stimulant. Who knows?
Okay. Did something, so
Can
good
I
enough
can
for
I
me.
roll some kind of check?
You did
I-
see him contact this shady guy. And
I
they-
was
they
about
stayed
to
in
be
the
like to you,
corner.
Nada. Can
Because
you,
like, would this be in like earshot?
if you, I would be like to you, Nada. Can you keep following Guillermo? I actually wanted to ask a thing to the guy inside, and like you guys can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
So yes, so Yoneda, you could walk within earshot. I'd say he has a deep voice, and I'd say it's a little boomy here. It is a lot of music. Go ahead. And
If you
roll a
want, I can roll a perception check
Yes,
to see if I
yes, please.
hear
That would be
hear
the more accurate
the
thing because it's
conversation.
difficult to hear. It's the party and everything. So let's see if you'd be able to.
You want to sell?
How much was the kamikaze?
Synthetics.
Kamikaze was 20 gold pieces a pop.
I'm trying to sell you this.
Okay.
You want to go home? Meeting your
That's another dirty 20.
Oh, nice. Okay. I'd say you'd pick up the general gist of the conversation. You hear Kamikaze and Jess being sort of discussed. What would you
Is
like?
there any? I would like to know the if I know about these drugs, what they do, the information about them.
Yes. Go ahead and roll a history check.
If they're illegal.
And how illegal?
I wonder if they are, my friend. I wonder if they are.
Not that.
That is 14.
14. I'd say you would be aware of Jez and not Kamikaze. Jez is
Okay.
with a 14. Yeah, you know that it was created by the military, and then it found use as a stimulant for people. It makes them hyper and twitchy and jumpy, as if they were sort of like caffeinated, but on a very big dose.
Gotcha.
Exactly. You basically be full of energy. It was used by
So-
the military
so
to
not
actually, sorry.
Is it like cocaine or is it less?
Sure. Yeah. You do know that there's
Because we
Nova
all
Coke.
know the effects of this
We-
drug.
We do not condone using any drugs.
We do not
Wait.
condone the use of any drugs. This is true.
Okay, good. There is
Unless you
there is-
need them for valid medical health reasons.
Unless you have a certificate that says you need the forehead. Yes, correct.
That's good. Good disclaimer.
Thank you, guys.
would know it's different from Nova Coke because this was the militarized version of it, basically. And it gained
It's
popularity.
funny because the name makes it sound like it's something that's chill, but it's not. It makes you hyper. It's like, oh, interesting.
That's it.
Like, huh.
Um,
And then I'm wondering if Kamikaze is the same. So it's
Of
like,
course.
this is what makes you really chill.
it just makes it chill. But
Now,
you do know
kamikaze
that-
makes you explode as soon as you take it.
you do know addiction is a thing, and
Yeah.
I'd say you've with a 14 you've heard the mention of kamikaze, but it's one of those hard drugs.
Yeah. So jazz is more of a is not as addictive.
It's not it's still addictive, but not as addictive exactly.
Yeah.
I will walk
would.
away.
The jazz, I apologize. The jazz was he gave you an inhaler
Okay.
of it.
Okay.
In this case, he gave you 6 inhalers.
Nice.
I'm getting like real Fallout 4 vibes with
Yeah, yeah, more
what
like
they're
the
called, the
stimulants.
Mentat
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever it's called.
The stamp packs.
No, aren't the Stimpaks
Also the injection.
the healing ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jet, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yep, and the kamikaze is also inhaled, and it is, let's say, yes, it's powder.
Yeah.
Good, perfect. So Valris, what would you like to do?
So I just wanted to go back in. Like I know I guess he got back to working, but I do want to see if he has any like special tattoos. Like anything particular, or if it's just like cosmetic as tattoos. I'm just asking.
I'd say as he emerges once again, go ahead and roll a.
Is he done this time? Or there is still someone just left
No, he's still
behind?
working.
No.
It's only been like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
2 minutes.
Ah, you again.
Yes.
1 second, Alfred. Is everything okay? As he pokes out.
Yeah, just you mentioned tattoos, and I was curious if you might have had anything spicy when it comes to tattoos. If there's anything that people have been working on, so many people come up with different things lately. Just saying what the. It's been a while since I got.
I'd say go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Investigation check. Okay.
Or what would this be? I'd say history actually. History is better. History. I have to link the dots.
Sure, 16.
16. Okay. You do recognize some of the tattoos, and they are linked to the Alorian Empire. Some of the tattoos are linked to a specific one of the keepers. Actually, you recognize. You do know that the clipping of the ears seems to be an implication of exile, and I'd say yes, you'd recognize it is the Larzovus. It is one of the secret sect that you would know.
Okay.
They deal with the underworld as well.
Okay.
And in fact, upon further closer investigation, you do recognize he's a sea elf, and you notice from the webbed fingers that you now note, sort of.
Okay.
That's what you know.
Okay, so they are one of the. Do I have those? You didn't use the ones that I invented, right? No. Yes? No, I don't.
I believe so, but we can discuss.
Okay. Good to know. I'm okay. I see that. I was going to ask about the ears, so that's a sign of like exile, like that they've.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you know that.
Okay. I think considering that, I might just be like. I think I'd be a bit shocked, and I'd just be like, you know what? You're busy. I might come another day. Keep at it. Thank you though, and I just walk off.
Perfect. Good. And you see, he as you do say that, he seems to be wary.
Okay.
And then he suddenly starts. He gets a little. You see, he gets a little jittery.
Okay.
Kind of.
Okay. Yeah. No. That I think that's what I would do.
We pan out from your situation to the dorms. Miru, are you all staying in the same room?
Last time we had gotten
I
two
think I had
separate
two
rooms.
rooms.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Last time
I think I'm.
you're
was
on your own
with-
with.
You were with me and Yermo.
Yeah, so I'm
You're
on
on
my
your
own.
own, yes.
Good. Rev, as you're going up to your rooms, Miryu sort of you wave bye to Inanis as you go to rest, and as you close the door, Miryu turns to you and he looks at you and says, "I didn't want to bring it up in front of the others, Rev Remy, but as you said, I am quite worried about my my wife and her being used as how to say, as bait, as well. I mean, they surely would know by now, wouldn't they?
I mean, I don't know, maybe we can count on the fact that they might think that all orcs kind of look similar. I don't know, maybe the fact that we are low they're simply like that. We are simply like foot soldiers. Might not
Still,
get
I mean,
us that much on the radar. I hope. I don't know. Regardless, we can't do much until we take off from this planet, and we can't do it
I mean,
until tomorrow.
I think it is a priority to first lose the trail, but I can shake this feeling. I mean, I enjoy staying with you guys and everything, but I'm kind of worried about back home. I
Trust
didn't
me.
even say goodbye, proper goodbye. Who knows what propaganda they're feeding them, and your siblings as well.
I know, and I know I am so acutely aware of this problem. And listen, I'm sorry, I kind of dragged you along, and it kind
No.
of got everything kind of got a lot bigger than I thought it would get. I don't know
Indeed.
I don't know what I thought was gonna happen. I just thought it would be easier somehow, but the thing
If
is,
only we could just bring them here, and then they'd be safe from all the. They wouldn't be caught up in the midst of it.
we can try to listen. We're both exhausted. It's late. We had a very complicated couple of days. What I think would be a smart idea would be to sleep, have a decent night's sleep, and then we can potentially talk with the agents if there is some sort of like maybe witness protection program for our families to go into, and if you wish to just be out of this for you as well to go into. I don't think I can just.
For me, it's more important as long as my wife is safe. I
Yeah.
already lost my son to the
I know.
Regency machine.
I know,
I
and
don't
I
know.
just put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm like, I know, I truly do,
Just
and that's why
everything was
I'm
going
asking.
well.
Yeah. Wait. Do we have a contact number for the agents?
Yeah, we have a frequency.
You do have the SIN and you can contact them. Yes.
Can I quickly see if I can shoot them a phone call, and see if they can respond? I'm calling it a phone call because I am.
Yes. We can call it a phone call. It's fine. You can call them up. So yes. Using your data tablet that you have, you ring them up, and within a few rings, you receive. They answer, and
And I'm like, sorry to bother you. Sorry to bother you at this hour.
Uh-huh.
Yes, no, everything is good. I'm sorry to bother you at this hour, but I didn't really know how to contact you otherwise. Listen, as I already made abundantly clear, I have family that's left under the thumb of the solar theocracy, and so does my friend, and I gestured to Miro. We were talking about this, and we were wondering if there would be some sort of like witness protection program where they could be kept safe, maybe even here on the mall, just far away from whatever might happen to them under the solar theocracy, because at this point, the solar theocracy could get to anything, I fear, to make sure that their secrets aren't exposed.
That is valid. Sorry.
No, we are sorry. We should have thought about the time.
No. Don't worry. But this is a valid thought process. I would definitely not suggest. I mean, this you're talking about is quite an in-depth mission, sort of. We're talking about going to where you came from, basically, and
We know, we are aware, but these are our families.
that's true.
We can't just leave them and what? I mean, we can hope that they don't remember exactly who ran away with the hostages, but I can't. Like, we were very well, like, we were rather well monitored. Our names were in, like, registries and everything, so it's going to be quite hard for them not to get back to our families, especially those where, for example, someone else is already served in, like my brother did.
You are right. You are right. But yes, you're right. This could be a priority. Okay, hear me out.
We are not going to do anything stupid, don't worry. We're not going to run off and steal a ship to just go gango in the middle of the solar theocracy. We just want to make sure that there is a safe space for them to be where the solar theocracy cannot touch them.
This could be perhaps a mission down the line once the heat is off of you, or even perhaps at the very least, if they don't know where you are, they won't be expecting you to go there. You mentioned witness protection. We do have sort of safe houses, and we as we did to you, we can grant perhaps fake identities if that's what we're talking about. But
As long as
the main
they're
barrier
protected.
Sorry.
As long as they are protected.
Yes, I mean fake identities and fake lives that we can do, but I think the barrier is getting them out of there.
Yes, we are acutely aware of that problem, but we worry that just like what we worry about is that, once they are out there, then if we are off somewhere to fight the solar theocracy, no one will be able to protect them.
That is fair. And at this moment you hear a knock at the door.
Christ. The like insert here equivalent of oh no, I don't like the music.
There's a knock.
I press a finger to my lips. Is there a bathroom or like a secluded space in the room that I can go into?
There is a bathroom, yes indeed.
I go into the bathroom, I close the door very quietly, and I open the water tap.
Do you Miryu is next to you. You go
I
together?
yeah, I mean, he heard the knock, so I'm like, for a moment I'm like, follow me. I'm out. I don't want to say it. We go into the bathroom, I close the door, and we open the water.
Good. Okay.
Did you send someone?
No, I haven't.
We just heard someone knock at our door. Inanis is in the other room, but better be safe than sorry. We are into the bathroom, I open the tap. They shouldn't be able to hear us if they have detectors planted.
You hear a stronger no.
Fuck. Miro, stay here with the phone. I'm going to go out there. In case there's something, just call for help. The others and the agents, they will probably get here in time. I will keep them busy. I crack my knuckles, I open the door very slowly, and I approach the door of the room.
Okay. He's like, are you sure? And he's ready there with the and he is also no, he wouldn't have. Okay, he's with just the data tablet. Okay, you approach the door and you hear movement away from the door. As you open the door,
as I did this, I also kind of like got my sword and I got it on my hip. I don't know if I still have my armor on. I don't know if I had the time to change.
what would you have done as you were coming up here? I'd say you were still in conversation. So if you want, you could have stayed with the armor. To be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Then if we didn't have the time to like physically rest, then
You
no.
were exactly. You were still caught up in conversation. As soon as he closed the door, you were concerned about this.
Okay.
I doubt you would.
Okay.
You open the door, and of the corner of your eye, you see a man turning the corner. He seems to have a white hair, and
But it's not in harness.
no, it's not in honest. And on the floor, you do see a note.
Can I investigate check to see if it's like one of those things that like it's on
envelope.
I don't know, an explosive, maybe not like, or some,
Yeah.
not a full ass bomb, but like something that can like, like when you have, when you steal money from a bank, there are those things with the painting to
No, I
make you
don't.
easier to get to
I
find.
don't know, honestly, but trapped. It's trapped.
I don't know.
Check if it's trapped.
Disclaimer: none of us have robbed the bank. Okay.
I watch a lot of movies. Okay, sue me.
No, it's good. You're good. You're good. So it seems to be as you look at it, a similar note to what Yurmo had provided. The sort of has an orange tinge to the paper, and yes, there seems to be something written on it in this deep black ink, and
Question for the DM because I don't remember at this point. Did we talk to the agents about these notes?
Yes.
yes, you did.
Okay, thank you. Just okay. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to close the door, and I'm going to
Okay.
head back in the general direction of the bathroom.
Okay.
But-
Okay. You see, Miriu's ready, and all
And
good.
and I'm like, wait for a moment. Is like the note folded enough? Is it like openable? I'm going to try and open it.
On the top, you see to Mirius and Rev Raimi.
Shit. Fuck.
Oh no.
Fear. Of abject fear you see it on my face.
You see
I go
Mirius-
back. I push him back into the bathroom. I close the door, slam it maybe a bit louder than I should have. And then with the tab still open, I open the note and I start reading through.
Okay. You read the following. As you open it, it reads: "Your betrayal has inconvenienced us. Return with the prisoners within the week, and all will be forgiven. Otherwise, Mirius, your wife, and Rev, your mother and siblings, will be next.
And father.
And father. They seem to not write father. And at the end there's and sharing sensitive information will also earn them a spot in the flames."
Ooh.
Shit. Fuck. Shit. Okay.
That's bad.
Is there a way that I can convey to the agent that we need a meeting?
We don't need a meeting. Like, as in...
That, like, okay, let's close the call with the agent for now. And then I'm going to talk to Miro and I'm going to contact everyone else and be like, I need everyone to come back. This is important. Life and death.
You hear this over the comms, all of you.
And you can hear it in Rev's voice. There's a lot. She's shaking. She's very close to having a panic attack, but she's holding it together somehow. And I obviously, after I read it, I passed the note to Miro for him to read as well.
Oh, I knew something like this would happen.
I reflexively put an arm around him in case he
wait.
feels faint.
I
And
suppose we're in this together, aren't we?
and then I help him sit down on one of the beds. At this point, I close the tap, and then I start pacing back and forth in the room, waiting for everyone else to join, Inanis included, because I sent this to Inanis as well.
Yeah,
I'd say
we're-
everyone receives this. And this happens at the end of your
Yeah,
shenanigans.
I'm currently in my own panic state right now, but I am heading to the explosive lounge.
Yeah, as soon as I hear it, Yurmo starts sprinting towards this. What he will, as he enters, he'll walk in like he didn't sprint at all.
Also, Valdris, could you give me the 20?
Sure, of course I can give you at 20. I'll send it to you by mail if you want. I definitely can. That's a 6.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Uh-oh.
You're this guy's fault.
Thankfully, it's not a concentration thing, so thankfully I don't need to, because if it was, it would have. Yeah, I'll shift my form 3 or 4 times until I settle on my typical human version of myself. Once I get close to the exosuit lounge, so I'll go into the tiefling, up to the amoeboid's bright point. I'll stay in my this.
And maybe when you're out of the cameras, when you're sure you're out of the cameras.
Yeah, obviously, in
Then you
in
shape
spots where I There's a dark patch. I swap, and then I'll get to the exocet launch.
Beautiful. And Yonad and Yurmo, are you making your way as well?
I'm running there.
Okay.
Oh, Irma.
So I'd say in 10 to 15 minutes, all of you make your way into the dorms, into the two rooms that you had booked for the night, and you see Rev Raimi is tirelessly pacing up and down the room, and you see Mirius with his hand in his hands, and there's a note to the side.
Is Inanis awake, or do we have to wake him up?
Oh yes. That's what
Dave,
you're doing.
I'm already in a trance, so
Okay.
I don't know.
I suppose in a trance you would be aware of your surroundings. Am I wrong?
I think
How does
I don't
Elven
know
trance
about
work?
about this one.
I think
That's
the
the
word.
war
For
is
the
specific.
Sentinel's rest. Yeah,
It's
that's
very
always.
specific that it's like that.
Then no. I'd say Inanis is asleep.
Uh,
Can someone get him?
I think it's wibbly wobbly. I feel you're easily awoken, but not like
Yes,
had-
the message wouldn't have woken me from the trance, but if someone comes into the room, probably yes.
I guess I can be like I'll kind of peek in, see like I'll be like honest, like I won't like go actively like shaking you up, but see like if you're reactive enough to get up, and I'll just be like a bit of an emergency meeting.
I'll walk in behind her and like, oh no, he's dead. Oh no, Alice is dead.
I walk away. I walk away from Yermo. Like casually and calmly walks away.
Moving. He's not moving.
You've slept with
I
us.
wake up.
You've slept with us, Yermo,
Oh, you're
already.
alive. Oh, fantastic. Oh, there's something happening. Rev has issues. We need to go.
Listen,
Can
You didn't hear this.
the statement, the way you said it, Rebel's issues. It's like,
You didn't
I
hear
mean,
this.
she's gay. That's obvious. What else is?
You have many issues, but yeah,
I-
I'll just be like emergency.
One of the issues is Yurmo, you see. So
I'm multiple issues. Yeah.
You're everyone's issue for sure. Minimally, we are.
I'm just kidding. So yes, you all reconvene at the
Okay.
in the room. You're all there.
We get the breakdown.
We give the breakdown and I show you the note to make it even faster.
Okay.
That is bad.
That is bad. So, okay. This doesn't change much as to what I said before. In the sense, we can't go anywhere until tomorrow evening anyway. We can't head off now. We still need to use the mall to get close to where you would need to go. We still need to go at basically the direction we're going anyway. So, to be fair, we can't really do much. But I will say, considering this, we did provide the information. The agent said that it will take 2 days. So therefore, I feel like, yeah, we're on a tight frame.
Mm-hmm.
We were communicating with the agents about keeping our family safe, a witness protection program,
That works.
something.
That
I don't know how much their
We-
communication might be tapped or wired or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
I mean, if their communication is tapped, then I mean, it's.
Well, they definitely know where we are.
I also described the
issue.
The
person.
Regency knows where we are. This is true. They know that they could find you clearly.
Did I get any like? Does this person look like a human, like an elf, like another orc?
He looked human. White hair
White-haired
and
human.
black robe.
From what I managed
You
to
got
see,
his
okay.
back.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Okay.
his back as he was going down the stairs.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure the individual doesn't really matter. Like.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but in case we run into him again.
Yes, of course. I'm just saying, like, I think we can't do much. I think I am not against making a detour trip. I am not against it. I feel like it is both beneficial to us to make sure that our party can stay functioning efficiently.
Yeah, it's an active issue.
And also, I feel like it would be nice to get an extra win on the Regency above just getting out of there. I feel like I'd like to wound them where it hurts, which is making them feel like they can't even contain their own as they are. That being said, they know, like, they know you know that your people are under threat. So, but honestly, getting the opportunity to get some Regency tech and making a hefty price on it would go down really fucking smooth. So I'm for it.
Would communicating with the agents be a good idea?
I don't think it matters.
Nah, I mean,
Okay. And Rev like takes a pause, stills for a second, and then bolts it to the bathroom, and you just hear a retch.
You know, I'll.
DM
Yes.
question. So, just Inanis is still thinking. He didn't talk it for this moment. One question though. For the travel, how long would it take us? So, if we leave tomorrow,
It's going to take us. So basically, it was a day and one jump to get to your mom's place.
yeah.
And then basically, if we wanted to go to where Rev's family are, it's basically going to be another one like that, practically. So
Like
just
a day
making
and
sure,
2 or 3 jumps, something
just
like that.
making sure what the difference is between, because a jump, our class ship does 1,300 light years a jump, and we do 4 jumps.
So one is 5,000, one is one is 6,000, one is 7,000. I said.
As that. So I think it's basically still going to be 5 times that, 6,500. It will be 6 jumps.
Mind you, you would need to purchase a route,
And you would need...
or use the road.
The road.
Honestly, how much when you use the roach? How much does it cover you for? 1 jump?
You're right. Yes, it would be 1 jump.
That's insane.
Let me just confirm though.
Gear.
Alla Maltija.
Let me just
See the ship's charter for the... No. Ship.
I suppose. Let me see.
Hazards. Roach
Hazard would be
addiction.
addiction, I believe. It would be in.
Spacer lingo. Traveling diverse. Void jumps. Unassisted jump. Using a star chart. Using a roach. Consider triggers.
One. Because it's.
Considering creation the benefits of a perfect jump. Roaches are generally cheaper than hiring an astrologator, but long term roach use is dangerous. To be fair, didn't we? Is it like because the route is different from one to the other? Then
Exactly.
technically, our chart though from there back to the mall would be already available because we have the chart for that.
Yes, you do. You do.
So that at least is something. So all we'd need is one that goes from the nebulous reach to...
Exactly.
And that would be 6 jumps. So it's either we're buying a chart. How easy? I'll go look for a chart.
A chart of the Regency would usually you'd know this. It's bought in the Regency itself, and a route.
A specific,
Different.
a specific route.
A specific point. So it would probably from a specific system to another specific system.
So how much would I be able to find 6 jumps, 6 routes?
No, a route generally encompasses like basically a
Okay.
route. So,
Okay, it's a whole thing.
one route, multiple jumps.
Can I find
Point
one?
A to point
Can I maybe the smart people can help me and I will be the smooth talker who buys it? Can we look for one?
You would know that if you're looking. Are you looking from here to there? Wait.
We're
You are
looking.
from the Nebulon Reach to there.
Fair. We could look. We could look while we're in the Nebulon.
Because
the Nebulous
routes
Reach.
typically are sold in the place because that's where people
That's
will
fine.
need them.
That's fine. Sure. How much?
Yes.
I'm going to
How about-
do a quick check on how much. What do we have? We have 5 roaches. Can I go buy one roach? Can I go really quick and buy one?
Yes, yes, definitely.
This is what I'm doing.
I'd say there is a
For your sake.
24/7 like
If so, I'll do it tomorrow.
Convenience store.
If so, I'll do it tomorrow. I just want to like get it out of the way. Of like,
there would be a 24/7 in
Alright,
a place like this,
Alright,
and
I'll take it.
it's like a quick check, and yeah.
Okay.
you can-
Services.
So, all right. Okay. Aha.
The
Continue.
thing is, just so for my mother, we don't know exactly where she is. We just know that she's in a specific star system, correct?
Okay. Okay. This is not to us.
No, this is
not
not to the DM,
Okay,
not
this
to
is
the
okay,
DM.
this is the DM.
No,
Okay.
the
Alright,
DM.
I'm just wondering.
So they know that she's in the zone of the nebulous reach, and
When we say
no.
zone, do you mean the solar? Is it a one solar system or multiple solar systems?
it's comprised of 4.
Four.
That's what you know.
So it's a
Of
potential
four
of 4.
solar system.
They are all
Okay.
within a few within a jump of each other, so they're all you can
Yes,
access
okay.
quickly, but it's still
We're going there first. The plan is still that.
Okay, all right. Because so in that case, I would say, I think we should help them to escape.
And your mom's help would help a lot.
you
Okay.
don't.
You
As
don't
in-
know.
as-
that
as
you-
in, this is meta, this is
I was
meta.
going to say that
Oh, I
I
don't
think
know.
Amira will help us. I
Oh.
know her. She used to be my captain.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought she was dead. That's why I was a bit. I didn't speak before.
I see. Well,
So
she's
she's kind-hearted. I know that she would help us. So we find her. And I didn't know that she was a spellcaster, which took me for quite a surprise.
maybe she
She used to
had.
be a captain, and he's very knowledgeable. So
Maybe she found
All the help we can get.
a magic item or something. Well, that's good to know. But yes, we can. I still think we have a chart already bought and paid for to go there, so it would be easier for us to be there and then potentially buy a route. If we can't find a route there, I will make the necessary sacrifice. Swallows a bit. I would like to move, honestly.
Yeah.
Being a bit in motion would be nice for me. And like Valerie is saying this in a very like, she is off, like noticeably off to the rest of you, compared to her usual like matter of fact like yeah it's like no there's a okay but yeah I agree we should do this.
Good.
Okay. So
And with that, are you going to rest?
we will
for the night?
rest. We'll rest
Yeah.
for the night. We can't do anything
I
else.
think it's better if we have someone
we
keep watch.
Me and you can always keep watch in general
Yes.
in our end.
True.
So maybe the non-elven folk can take a room themselves and keep a 2-hour watch, and you and me can keep our usual cycle. I think that works.
Beautiful. So you all go to exactly. So it's going to be you two and the 4 in the other
Yeah.
room, and exactly like 1, 2, 3, exactly, and then there's me, you. Good.
Fair enough, there's Miryu as well, so if Irma wants to stay with us and we keep the usual setup, to be fair we can, because I forgot there's Miryu, who can keep the 4th No, wait, no.
What I
No. With me and you, it's the 4. As a let I.
Active.
what I will do is that at every door, on the inside, so the door is open out or in.
They open inwards.
Okay. And in the inside, I will put a thread with a bell at the end. So if the door opens in any way, it will ring
Nice.
for
Okay, so
both
you set up this. Okay,
for both rooms.
You create this setup. Very nice. And good, perfect. So you all go to your respective beds. A little uneasy from what has been happening.
Obviously, like after Rev was done, relieving herself completely of the contents of her stomach, she had come out before all of this, like before everyone started to going into places, and she was like,
Yeah.
and I think, can I roll a perception
What are you looking for? Yes.
to see if I notice how off Valrys is?
I'd say go ahead and roll an insight check.
Yes, I always mix them up. Perception.
No worries, no worries.
It's. I don't know.
I mean, you're military, so I guess it would be difficult to.
Okay. I think it broke a little. So I'm in my mind the DC is not very high, but like it's past 10, but not high.
Does a 15?
Yeah, I'd say a 15 is enough. For me, I'd say a 15 is enough.
You do notice something is off with Valrys.
Valrys, what's wrong?
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm just
No, you're not fine. You just witnessed me and Miro having a mental breakdown. I think
yeah.
I
and
can
I'm
tell
worried.
when someone is not fine.
And I'm worried, and I'm wondering how much I will have to deal with the creepy crawlies in my mouth. To have to get there.
Okay. If that's
I've
all,
heard it's quite lovely. It's a delicacy, you know. Some places.
That's what I'll say. That is what I'll say. When I head back and we
Before-
separate. Mhm.
But finish the conversation.
Okay. I thought you walked off.
And I'm going to be like, okay. If that's truly all there is, I won't push it. But you can talk to me if you want to.
I get it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just doing a job.
Risking your life for someone that, how long ago? 5 days? 4 days?
You got me out of there. I
Was
think,
your jailer. It's not exactly, it's a bit beyond a normal job description, wouldn't you think?
it's a weird job.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll second it finishes the conversation, I'll just I'll get back to my room and then I'll just
Good
text
night.
you. Did I say anything? I think I wouldn't say anything in that moment.
Oof.
I would walk.
Left unseen.
I go to my room.
Truly.
I will go to my room and then I'll just be like,
Homosexual angst left unseen.
hey. Hey, I'm playing the character.
No, I'm joking.
I have to play the angst. No, I'm adding 50,000 angst. Valrys is a military, a military goth, okay? But she messages you via text. Good night. I appreciate the concern. There's just... I got reminded of a couple of things. And then seems to about to text something else and then stops. And then says good night again.
And then I'm going to be like, oh, okay. I look at the text and I'm like, I get it. Still, my offer to talk and chat about things is always on the table.
I very good your response.
Sleep well, or whatever you elves do. This is rev typing. This is not like whatever you elves do. Oh fuck, was that rude to say? I hope it wasn't. Oh shit.
I'll
good night.
laughing emoji on the what's that shit to say, and then I'll be like, good night, Rev.
Sleep well. I texted.
Yes.
And
I finish.
and I send one of those way stickers, emojis of like, you know, those little cartoony animals that like wave,
Okay. Okay.
because I am a complete and utter dork
Yes.
like that.
Yes. I'm good with that.
So sorry, in our room, if you guys can go 4 hour, does that mean Yurmo can sleep?
You
4
can
hours?
sleep. Yeah, you can sleep, Troll.
Weren't you gonna stay with the 4? Am I wrong?
No, I'm saying with.
No, you are, but you have to actually. No, never mind. Because
Okay,
to keep
okay.
a full rotation for them, you have to sleep with them. I'm always
That's all right.
forgetting for some reason that like.
Mirius will offer to sleep on the floor. He has no problem.
But
Yoneda
my
doesn't
man,
need
you
the
have
bed.
the back of a
Yoneda can
300.
just like puddle.
Your back is weak. Please pick the bed. I can sleep on the floor.
Old man.
One of you could sleep on the chair
Oh,
and
go
lift
right
their
in
legs
the
up on the bed. Another person on the bed.
Yurmo sprays.
Yoneda would suggest if anyone wants to like sleep on me in like when I like puddle to sleep, but I don't know how comfortable that would be.
That sounds
a water bed.
disgusting.
Yeah.
But
No,
very
not
wet,
disgusting.
moist.
It sounds mean. Like sleep on top of someone just.
You'd wake up in such a weird state, I feel.
Okay.
I can't imagine.
Yoneda put it out there. I don't know how the DM would.
Yes,
Um,
yes. No, I'll
yeah.
allow it.
No, as in
I
like
like it.
if I would like get any like exhaustion or whatever for having someone slept on top of me.
I want it to happen, so no.
I want it to happen. Now it's weird. Now it's
Fuck is
weird.
that
Okay,
supposed to mean?
I'll feed into your fantasy, Russell. I'll sleep on Yoneda.
Because you're close friends now.
We're close friends now.
You wake up as one.
There we
You
go.
wake up and son.
What
Now-
have we created?
Now the
Guillermo
Yonirmo.
now
Now
has
the
an
Yonirmo is
inebriate
gone.
It's a mecha. It's a mecha.
This is
Malameka.
this is Yonirmo. New character.
You're Neda.
Yirmega.
It's like the Jake
Like
suit
Impossible.
in Adventure Time.
Exactly. The
Yeah,
Jackson.
yeah.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Yoneda
Nah,
suit.
he wouldn't sleep on Yoneda.
So,
Let's take a hold of it.
you all go to rest quite uneasily.
Yep.
In honest, you're thinking of your mother. How you replay the moments that you had, seeing her outside of your escape pod, as the flames billowed behind her, and you saying farewell, dealing with the aftermath of it all, and seeing her once again brings up these emotions, and you're not sure. Is it too good to be true? Is it something? Is it like a ploy by the Regency? Not sure. And you keep on pondering about this, and you have a relatively restless night. You still get the full rest, but yes. And Rev Raimi and Miryu, you also, you seem to be preoccupied by these thoughts. Your family back home, they seem to be hanging in the balance. Was it too much to risk this attempt? Is there going back? Can it be solved? And all these thoughts keep passing through your mind. Valrys, you as well. That encounter, although something minor and it was something unexpected, but this was your first concrete meeting with someone of the organization. Who knows? Are they still out there? Are they still looking? It's always good to keep on the move. Good. On the other hand, Yirmo and Yoneda, you have a relatively good night on each
Fantastic
other.
night's sleep.
A good night's sleep on each other.
That was lovely.
Yirmo nested on Yoneda.
Yeah, I like crawled my way to.
And even you like the when sometimes people prefer like some weight on them so they sleep like having a coat.
Like a blanket.
Like
Yeah,
Like
a
a
yeah.
weighted
blanket.
blanket.
Yeah,
It's a,
you
fe-
had
a feathery blanket.
and the feathers
Yeah.
so they made it all the better. So you guys slept like babies. You had probably some of the best sleep in
But
That was incredible, though.
and as you
We have
wake
to
up
prove
and you say that you get this envious look by Mirius. Oh,
What's up,
By
old man?
everyone.
Relax. You've been up since 2 a.m., you old ass.
The the when you said that this was amazing, Yolad, I couldn't help it. I just imagined you with like a cigarette, just like
That was amazing. Yeah.
you
Who
also
knows?
watch
You can.
keep watching.
You will know if you're on a Patreon for the and our OnlyFans for the Yuneda and your Mothim.
I
No.
wish. I wish.
On yeah
I
it's
wish.
good
Someday. Someday.
fanfic.
Some fucking day.
like writing rule 34.
You never hear more.
Yuneda and your Moth.
please don't, no, don't give them
I
ideas.
didn't feel that I needed until now.
This has awoken something inside me.
That and the red dummy boy and
Yes.
the tiefling.
Yes,
Yes.
we need the sitcom. We need
But
the
those are
sitcom.
like 15 seconds of clippets only. It's like always being teased.
As adult, we never know. We'll never know.
Beautiful. So you all wake up. You are very aware of your surroundings. You do check the doors. They don't seem to be breached, and even the threads is still there. The bell is still there. You disarm everything, and the window from your room depicts the night sky. Even though it's morning, but the light inside has turned on, and it sort of shows you that it's morning. You all get up. You do have a day to burn. I don't know if you want to spend it relaxing a little, or if you have anything in mind.
Oh, really? I think
I-
I'll just start preparing like the dogfighter. and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I would go to the ship, check that everything is ready to go,
yeah.
get it stocked up.
Mm.
Yeah, polish out the guns.
Perfect. So yes, you move everything to the ship. You set up, and indeed you do notice the ship has been sort of remodded. There is even a color change on the outside. It has this greenish tinge
Okay.
to the ship.
Mm.
I'd say the pilot. You would realize the identification of the ship has been changed to Evader 39.
Oh. Alright.
New
Not
ship
on the
with
nose.
this-
Sorry.
Not on the nose at all.
I said not on the nose, evader. Who are we evading? No one.
Evader 39.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Ship
this is
rich.
Well, he didn't call it SKP 29, so
Yeah.
it's a,
On the run.
on the run. Can't catch me.
you do find there is a one-time purchase, one-time name change that you can use.
Okay.
For
I think
if
Evader
you want.
39 is fine.
Oh,
It sounds
up
fine.
to you guys. And even you do notice some things inside they have been fixed. Everything is up to date, and it seems to be up and running and quite good.
Had you sold the other dogfighter we had taken?
I believe I. Did we not?
I don't know if you did.
I would
We
have
had
to double
one
check.
out made out of scrap, which was took for the
Yeah,
pirate.
that one.
We had ours.
I think we might have not actually. Oh, no.
I don't believe you did because I think no, I don't know because we had a conversation.
Conversation.
better.
I talked about it to them. I told them to repair it actually, so that then I could sell it.
Remember,
I definitely paid for its repair, for sure.
I'll double check. If you want, we can even.
It would have been something I would have done today. I would have found someone to sell it.
Yeah, fair.
I'll tell you even the prices and everything. Let's check if it has already happened. If not, I'll tell you the prices and we can say it happened. So today would be allocated for that. Good. So I'll make a note to check that. check.
Yep.
Good. Perfect. So the day goes by. You all take some time to rest, and Agent Hex does pop by at one point, and she makes sure that everything is okay. She does tell you, Rev Raimi. She tells you, I am looking into that, and I'm setting it up. However, I mean, the extraction would be up to you. Just inform me should anything happen, and I'll be.
Since she's come by, I'll be like, the Regency knew where we were last night.
Should we show them the note? This is a question in general to the party, not in.
I'd say we don't have to, but I'd just be like, the Regency know where we are.
It's weird that they didn't attack.
They
Perhaps they're.
They wanted to send a message,
They threatened. They didn't need to attack.
but they know where we were. They know that we meet up at the Exosip Lounge at least. So
Oh.
I put the note. Could this possibly be tracked?
Ma'am, I'm not sure. I.
Do you want to hold on to it then, so we don't leave with it?
You are right. I was more thinking because they definitely have agents here, but the lines I used should be encrypted to the highest level, and the Theocracy is not known for their tech advances.
You might have a mode.
But they are known for their magical.
they would be able to at least look for the object itself, probably by magical means.
You're right. That would be it. Okay, so let me dispose of these.
We should
items.
probably then give them your one as well. Do you want to
Yes.
hold on to it?
The note?
Mm-hmm.
No, I can.
Then this is what they left us.
Can I
Last night.
inside check Hex?
Yes, go ahead and roll in.
When we mentioned about this, that they know where we are, I want to know if they had any reaction to it.
Yes, that's fair. That's fair.
Damn it, man! I'm rolling like shit.
I guess I am being a little bit suspicious. as
9.
well, to be fair, I'll join that. I got a 16.
16. I'd say you've gotten used to her, and she seems to be sleep deprived. So
Everyone in this
All the
house.
time.
it's quite easy to read her and her emotions. It's true that she didn't do the whole procedure, but she seems to be telling the truth, and she seems, as you mentioned, that they knew where you were. She seems to be very concerned, especially the fact that it's the Exosip Lounge, which she herself sort of put you in, and even she believes it's a safe house of sorts.
We might have been followed then when we were out.
Could have been. Okay.
You do know that Enanis had been on the lookout for most of the shopping spree.
How aware would any of us be about scrying?
You definitely know that scrying exists and that is possible.
Yeah.
Like I put it out there. It's like
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. That
It was
is
the best way is to put some distance between yourselves and them, and even get in this.
the best way is to be on the move.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I say that with like a little bit of spite, not to anyone in particular, but this is more coming from like about 2 days ago. I said I would really like to settle down in a place, and after this night, I have just been reminded instantly. Right, I can't do that. That's not possible. So this is just out of spite of like I'm saying we have to be on the move.
Well,
Okay, we haven't said anything. We haven't discussed anything about where we're going to this hex, and I'm going to keep it that way. We've just given her the papers back, essentially. If it's a fake, we've lost the papers, we've lost nothing. And I didn't even say where we were in the Exosip Lounge. I just said they know where we were yesterday.
It's fair.
So
DM,
Yes.
is there anything that I could potentially buy, like a magic item, or like for ship purposes, something for non-detection by like scrying? It's more for
So,
us rather than the ship.
I suppose a scroll of non-detection would
we'd need to buy so many of them.
be very useful.
We'd need to
what
buy.
if-
Exactly for
We'd need to buy so many of them. It lasts for 8 hours. Like on its own, its components are like 100 GP of something.
yes.
I can't
And
imagine it being something we can do.
to be honest,
And there
you do
isn't
know
like
that
a
there
more
are some
permanent.
Permanent is living in a lead box.
Or you can create a cloaking device for the ship.
No, but a cloaking device exists as an integration, and it's not the same. You'd need to line the entire ship
No,
in
but
lead,
like this,
Well, it's a good thing
Yeah,
that our friends
exactly.
are
which is
interested then.
which is something I've asked, I believe, and it's not something we can do. Last time, I think you told me. Just 'cause I
No,
remember
no,
asking
yeah.
about like lining the ship with lead.
I mean, no,
I mean,
if you line, it will protect you from certain spells, but not all of them. Scrying, for example,
yeah,
I believe would go right through. So yes, you do know that unfortunately there are these spells, but I mean
Yeah.
if they detect you're in a ship, they don't know where in the ship you are. I mean where in the universe you are in the galaxy.
Yeah,
yeah.
So
that's why staying on the move is all we need to do, really. Once they see us on a location with a remarkable like landmark, we're fucked. If we're on the move, we're on the move. All they know is that we're on
But
our
still,
ship.
okay, distances are large here, so even if they know that you're
Yeah.
there, they have to travel a lot. So yes,
Yeah.
you're right exactly.
They do have to travel a lot,
I
but
think
they
the
have
last
to.
thing I would want to do, the last thing I want to do is I want to like double check if there's any form of tracking, any form of signal from the ship, because we're keeping the same ship that we stole from the
We should
place,
have-
right?
Yes.
I want
That's
to
fair.
like double check if there's anything that somehow they're tracking us, or that there's
I'd say go ahead
any
and roll.
signal being
If
sent.
if I may assist in any way, like I have ship maintenance tools and the pilot, I don't know if I can.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
If I can help as well to maybe bring the DC down, if I can like maybe
I'd say you
tinker
all
down to smaller parts, smaller areas.
you all double and triple check the all the areas. I'd say this is a question um uh, of spending the time. So there's no need to roll
Yeah.
for this. I'd say you all go through it. You have the day. Given that you have the day, I'd say you go through it thoroughly. You don't find anything in particular, especially due to the fact that this was a merchant ship. If you took the other one, perhaps there would have been, but this merchant ship per se doesn't seem to have any tracking equipment, doesn't seem to have any devices that seem to be pinging signals, etc. You do check even like the signals and etc. the router and stuff. Nothing, all good. It seems to be clean, and with the new identity, it's
Yeah.
all the more a completely new ship
Good.
in essence.
Cool.
All right.
Perfect.
That's one less
Then-
issue to think about.
Let's.
Mhm.
Unless anything else is going to happen, we can just fast forward and start making our jumps.
Yep, good with me.
Beautiful. Yes. So, you you spend the day. You do all the stuff on the ship, and as nightfall comes, Agent Hex bids you farewell. She says, at midnight, approach the control tower, and they should be in contact. We have registered your registration, and they should patch you in and into the maw jump basically. She says her farewells. She does look concerned. She says, "Do take care. It's a dangerous world,
Yeah.
dangerous place we live in right now.
Yeah.
And you especially are in demand, unfortunately.
I guess so.
Good.
Alright.
Just send my regards to Amira, and I hope you find Amira as well. She would be of great benefit. I think she would provide some good insight into what the Regency is doing here, and how perhaps to thwart them.
Yeah.
Good.
Let's go.
Farewell, and
Thank
She
you.
leaves. You all board into the ship, the familiar ship, and close all the detach from the sort of the airlock. You and you start going into the space,
Okay.
leaving behind you more Rebek. You see behind you this armored centipede, the buildings surrounding it, as you continue towards the front of the maw of the centipede. And as you approach the head, you observe a significant presence of Sepulchre Knights ships. There are even armored control towers that sort of spring from the antennas of this ancient being. There are buildings protruding, and as you approach the sort of the Sepulchre Knights ship, you hear an incoming call. Would you accept it?
Yeah. I
Yes.
click accept.
You hear attention, attention, incoming vehicle. This is Rabek Control Tower. Please transmit your registration. And
I
there's a like a
transmit.
prompt.
I transmit.
Good.
Oh,
Welcome, Evader 39, incoming vessel. Do you grant permission to control your jump? And there's a
sure.
prompt.
Yes. Sure.
Yes. Thank you for choosing Mo Rabek. The Puddle Globule, the Knights of the Sepulchre, and the Peace Emperor extend their greetings. Thank you for choosing us as your gateway to the universe. Control out. And the vehicle lurches as jolts as it sort of takes this predetermined trajectory,
It's
and
been a while.
and you zoom forward. You see a vehicle pass you as it accelerates into the maw, and as you look towards the maw, you gaze upon this gigantic ancient structures, or what remains of it. Uh, Truly a mystery. The carapace of this creature, and and your ship sort of faces the open mandibles that surround this nothingness of the void, and suddenly there's a jolt, and the ship starts gaining momentum slowly, then rapidly, and it starts accelerating as you hurtle into the maw. Your shutters starts to lower slowly, and as you get to the mandibles, the shutters are down completely as you go through. Now, some of you may have experienced a maw jump, and but still something that is still remains a new feeling for most of you. If the void jump is like swimming into the void, a maw jump is a deep dive. And in
Okay.
fact, as you go through, you get this sense of initial weightlessness, and then you feel the weight of akin to diving, the weight of the water above you pressing on you, and you get this uneasy feeling as you feel this weight pushing on you. Except for you, Inanis. Inanis, roll a wisdom check.
Whoa.
Wisdom check.
Yes,
Just
please.
general wisdom.
Just add your wisdom.
Oh. Uh, 10.
That was the seagull.
Ah,
No worries, no. It is something that happens over the duration, and this is not like a normal void jump that happens very instantaneously. This seems like to be a quite a deep dive, so it does occur over a number of I'd say it's about 15 minutes from your what you assess, which is quite a lot to be in the void jump. So yes, in honest, you'd probably be sitting at the observation deck. Am I right? On the corridors, there's the observation panel, or am I wrong?
yeah, I think so, yeah. You need to
Because
be in
I
the control
remember that in
room.
the past you have been there.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, so yes, as the shutters go down and you blink into the void, you get this revelation that hits you as you observe how 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 the shutters are used to fly blindly, and even how your companions always want to close the shutters to fly blindly. And you start pondering, and is it perhaps a fear of what they don't understand, a fear of the void? And as you keep on pondering, there's this soft music in the background, and it triggers your thought process to think of and better understand the void, as as the void being the silence between the notes in an orchestra. If sort of the universe is an orchestra of instruments, the void is that silence that gives rhythms, empowers notes, and perhaps at the end of the song, the only thing that will be left. And there's a weird solace in that. And it's something that you ponder about and you gain some meaning into. Beautiful. Good. So you all deep dive. It is 15 minutes of very unsettling, sort of uneasy feelings in your stomach,
Done
sort of.
something.
Yes.
While this deep dive is happening, can I look for Valorous?
Oh yes.
Violet's chair.
She's
Right
behind
there.
you, exactly.
Yes. So if I were, this is to DM. So our next jump, this is the jump to the next mall,
Yeah.
Indeed. Yes. The
the
more
Alker, whatever, something like that, right?
yes, Algor, I believe.
Algar. Okay.
Algar. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Algar.
Mm-hmm.
I will go up to Valorous. Hello, Valorous.
Hey.
Since we're going to Mo Algar, I
Mhm.
have some items that I left there last time I was there. Would it be
Okay.
possible to stop so I can pick them up and come back? Not long, an hour maximum.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Perfect.
Are we allowed to dock in Algar? Like, I don't know, DM. Is that like
She didn't mention anything about not docking.
okay,
But yes, you
okay.
can definitely
Alright,
dock
alright. I don't know
in
if there's like
Algar.
you have to request permission beforehand when to dock or some shit like that's why I'm asking.
It is much similar. I mean, from your experience, you have experienced the Moz at the Elorian and this the Pax Imperium empires. They both all of them have been. You arrive there, they have they contact you, and then you can even dock in their docking stations.
Okay.
It seems to be exactly.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, sure. I'll be like, yeah, just don't be too long. Don't get
Oh
into
no,
any trouble.
in and out,
Just
in and out.
okay, good. Good.
Perfect. Thank
Perfect.
you.
So you emerge out of the other end, and as you emerge at Mo Algar, you feel as though exactly you're bobbing out of the deep ocean. Let me 1 second. Where is the session? Oh, here it is. Here we are, and we open Mo. Where is it? 1 second. Find it. Here you are. Here we are. Okay, good. Sorry. So emerging from the void, yes, you it is akin to bobbing out of the water. You feel this weightlessness, and then you bob a little, and you feel it shifts between weighted and weightlessness. The shutters begin to rise, and before you, you see a unique visage. Most of you haven't been here except for Yermo, and well, initially, what you see immediately, unlike Morabok, there's a lot of differences. Algar is not so royally adorned. You see, it's very bare. Its carapace seems to be just bare with few pods of life here and there, unlike the Rabok, which was fully encased by these buildings. Um, Also, Morabok was fully illuminated, which seemed to shed light from itself uh, due to the extent of illumination. However, here that's not the case. Here, darkness for most of the segments, except for the pods where life exists, and the head, the mandibles, where the mandibles are, it seems to be well illuminated as well. There seems to be even some ships here and there that shed light. Behind this sort of S-shaped centipede, you see the expanse, the whispering expanse, darkness, and even you do manage to distinguish some darkness from other darknesses. Specifically, there's this pure blackness, which you identify as the dead magic zones, which are in fact where Anarchia lies, the home system of Irmo.
Yeah.
It's quite some distance away and farther away, but the sheer enormity, the sheer size and enormity of the dead magic zones makes them visible from here. Now,
Oh.
behind you, completely different view. Behind you, there is a stellar congregation, sort of, as you go to the center of the galaxy, the sparkling stars, and you can even make out the Sepulchre star, a very bright star, which, due to this distance, seems its size matches the sizes of the closer stars, but you do recognize its characteristic glow and shine.
Yeah.
There are blinking lights, which indicates the ports that you can dock in. There is no message. It seems to be quite bare, and yep. Should you wish to dock here,
I'll dock us in, and I'll be to Irmo, like, just as a point. When we saw the the expanse, I'll just be like, we'll figure out how to deal with those, Irmo. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. I've, just as much as I would love to help Rev with her thing, I would love to help you with your thing. We just
But
need
their
the
thing,
tech.
their thing is more pressing.
Just need to figure out the tech. I just don't know where to look for something that can avoid dead zones.
We might be lucky to find something in the battlefield.
Hopefully. But don't be too long. I'll get the drive started up. It takes an hour anyway for it to charge. So
We'll be back by then.
yeah.
perfect. So yes, so you dock.
I want to go to the hotel that I was in
Okay.
before I took the job. I think
Yes.
I had in my Message Zero, I had said I would leave some things there in case I need to come back for them.
You did. And I believe that was part of your. Am I wrong? Is it the part of the starting equipment?
I mean, they could be whatever you want. I don't think I ever said exactly what it is. So
So
surprise me,
even,
DM.
even some sentimental. Okay, good. I'll tell you what you find.
Yeah.
There would be definitely some sentimental stuff that you wouldn't take with you on the mission.
Mm.
And yes, good.
Oh.
So roll the 100 actually, Yermo.
Oh, interesting.
Actually, since we are docked, DM, is it possible that we can buy like material that potentially we could repair the ship on our own time?
Oh yes. Yes, definitely.
Would that be the ship maintenance tools? Or...
I mean,
the
to be
ship-
honest, exactly. The ship
No, but the ship maintenance tools is used to repair. But hypothetically, if we just docked somewhere on a random asteroid,
patchwork.
like, would we be able to repair the ship, like me and Yoneda working together and like spending days working, even if we're not like in a place where you can buy materials? That's what I'm asking. Like, can we buy iron and steel, and then when we're like stranded, we can repair the ship?
You know what? I'm gonna assume that you always plan ahead, so that we don't. There's no need to buy. I'm gonna assume that you always have a stock. Depends on how much gold you have at present.
Okay.
So yes. So is it how much is it per hit point? I forgot how. Let me.
I'll check it. You do the trinket thing. Okay.
Yes,
I was just
basically yes. How much did you get, Yermo?
88.
88, but I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
No.
So yes, so I'm gonna assume that you basically have what you need. To repair your ship as much as you invested gold.
So basically,
so you want to set aside gold to the side so that you never use that, so that it's a sort of just in case scenario you can have that.
Ash, typically, like, basically the repairing part, it just says like you spend a day, and if you have technology check and you have ship maintenance tools as a proficiency, you can repair a number of hit points. But
so that applies. That is no problem. In fact, that is referring to sort of patchwork, I'd say.
Okay.
Which is covered by the shift maintenance tools.
Okay. So we don't need to. I don't need to buy resources. Like, if we have time to spend,
I'd say no.
we're good. Okay, Type. All right. Just making sure.
Yes, perfect.
Then we're ready to go.
Good. So you sort of dock. Yermo goes. You get your things, Yermo, and I'd say there would be a locker in the you would have gone to the. Let me tell you. the Nova residences,
Mhm.
and there's the locker, and you get whatever you needed from the locker. You go back to the party, and
Ship's
yeah,
about to
all
load up
together.
here, Mo.
And
Yeah.
yes, and you all
Yes.
you
We begin our jumps.
disembark. The sort of the trajectory is already being calculated.
Yeah.
After an hour, you get into the void jumps, and you start one after the other. You're going to do 4 today, am I
Yeah.
right?
For today, yep. And then the day after, basically we probably do well. Technically, we left at midnight, so most likely we would have done them all. Then, at best, maybe done another jump, then slept. I don't know if we can, like, I guess, like,
I'd say at midnight it resets, kind of thing.
at midnight it resets. Okay.
Yes.
So sure. So, Malatayeb, we did the more jump, we did 1 jump, we slept, then we did the other 3 jumps throughout the rest of the day, then we sleep again, and then we do the last jump, unless anything happens.
So after your first jump, you start heading towards the center of the galaxy,
Yeah.
and how you start the first dive into the void. You emerge the other side, and you see the Whispering Expanse really lives up to its names. There's nothing for miles and for light years, and however, interestingly, as you go to sleep and you wake up, you do notice in the distance, I'd say, your sensors pick up activity. You see a number of like 5 creatures, massive beings. They seem to, as the software sort of zooms into the picture, and you see beetles that seem to be going into a different trajectory, not in your direction, but you see these massive beetles that have been registered on your sensors that seem to be flying. They have these red hues, and they're going in your direction. Actually, they're going to the center of the galaxy.
By massive, you mean like more size or
The fact
ship
that you're
size?
seeing them, it's more.
Like, are they how big comparative to our ship? Compared to our ship, what are they?
They would be on the mega scale.
But
so
how
they'd
bigger
be-
than our ship
Oh,
are they?
as big as a mall we're talking about, or
they'd be as big as your ship.
As
oh,
big as our ship. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's fine.
In fact, they're about 500 feet. They occupy the 500 feet by 500 feet
Right.
a square.
Right.
Giant beetles. Nice.
And yes, you see as they flock and they leave this iridescent sort of dust behind them, which seems to be interesting. You wake up shocked, but then you relax as you see that they are going their own way, and you go for another 3 consecutive dives, and you emerge on the other side. And with each dive, you're getting closer and closer. There's more stuff now, and in your final dive, you see that you've covered quite some distance, and you see in front of you there's the nebulous reach, which it lives up to its name as well. You see these massive clouds of dust, illuminated by different colors here and there. Systems, most of them register as dead systems and not habitable. But hey, there's life, there's stuff nonetheless, so to say. And on your final jump, as you emerge, you see in front of you there's. I'd say go ahead and roll a perception check.
Can this be done by also the captain, since the captain tends to be the perceptive one of the two of us?
Yes, definitely.
Rev, captain.
Yes. Let me just. Sorry, I was writing a thing to Russell. Sorry.
I know. Don't worry.
Mabba.
No worries at all.
I got a 10, but
Perception, we say.
yeah.
Yes, please.
I got a 9.
None.
Oh, I happen to be looking out the window, and I guess no, I don't.
How much do you add to your 9?
I got a 6.
Oh.
I get a 9 total.
Oh, you add a +3. Okay.
Great.
I'd say exactly. So the captain and the pilot would be in the position to
Yeah.
fully perceive.
I'm sorry,
but everyone
man.
would see a general gist, because anyone who's in the and the gunners, etc. Even in the
Ah, we're
engine,
all
you
as
all
well.
have feed, but you wouldn't be able to sort of investigate in depth. So as you emerge from this dive, as you emerge into this space, before you see quite close actually a nebula. It's not close enough to feel its effects, but you do see it. You see it in all its glory. But in front of you, to the side, there seems to be two ships. Both seem to be destroyed.
Ooh,
Ooh.
interesting.
They seem to be elven style. That is immediately apparent. The airlocks were blasted open,
Mhm.
and they are just wandering in space. You do see some debris collected around them, and that's where we'll leave it for today.
Okay.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. Lovely.
You can go get some equipment
Yeah, a
and
little
stuff.
scavenging.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Horror shit. Horror
Maybe.
shit in
Maybe.
space.
Or horror shit, probably.
Beautiful.
Get
Okay.
some Dead Space virus.
Yeah.
Oh,
some
dear God.
horror sci-fi.
Let's not. Let's not. Okay.
Well, thank you for everyone who's been sticking this story. I hope you all enjoyed it, and even the players. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So now our next session will be in 2 weeks, and we'll see where it takes us. But
Lovely.
you have gone away. You're losing heat from the the Regency, and we'll see what happens next.
Lovely.
Yeah.
All right. Then
Let's destroy them.
let's
Thank
do
you for
this.
being here, and we can conclude the session here. I don't
Yeah.
know if we're going to raid someone.
Yes, we'll head off to raid. Just as a heads up again, gaming tomorrow, Baldur's Gate, 8:30 p.m. CEST. Sunday, Sleeping Gods at the afternoon, again CEST, past 1 p.m. Monday, Monster Mondays. And then Wednesdays and Thursdays as always. And stick around, like the DM said, in 2 weeks we will continue where we picked off. Good night. Thank you everyone.
Again.
And we will head off for a lovely raid. In the meanwhile, it's on.
DM down.
DM down, DM down.
Campaign 1. Campaign 1.
We lost him.
The entire world combusts.
We lost him.
Just implodes from a single fall.
Lovely.
Look what I can do.
Technical
no.
difficult.
Oh no, sorry, man.
Let me 1 second. Let me see. Now you see me.
I still
And
see you.
now we still see you.
And now we still see you.
I still see you.
Alright, we head off. Good night. Good day.
Bye.
Bye.
God.
Hmm.